All right. We back. My expert opinion. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
We're doing a men versus women episode again. They didn't learn the first time. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, shout out to the subscribers. Hit that like, hit that share. Let everybody know you in here. And of course, you know paper, unless you's a mother hater. Gladiator number 1.
This is Sparta.
Oh, nah. This is Sparta.
Are you not entertained?
Yo, Mec, what up?
Salute, King.
ESSO.
What's poppin'?
Shout out to the guys. There's no ladies. See? Women don't support each other. Kid Goddess in the building.
Bow.
BK. And we have the lovely. I gotta give it up. Yo, you got your own street now?
Yeah.
I'm in the Bronx. I have a street sign.
Oh, wow. That's so you think you're better than us?
No.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't.
Listen, we got the legendary REMY in the building.
Why didn't you tell me it was men versus women? Why didn't you tell me that?
I did tell you that.
did.
Yo, I'm gonna say it again.
Before you tell me what you hate, I hate when I'm talking to you and ESSO Watson. I just want to say that.
We did.
We did what?
did.
I don't talk to you, ESSO.
I talked to your team.
No,
I told
that's
them men
not
versus
talking
women.
to me.
I told them men versus
Now,
women.
when we talk, you talk to me, right?
Right.
I talk to you. So when
Fact.
you say I told you, you did not tell me that.
I did tell you.
You told me who to bring. You said, yo, bring. I said I could try to bring 2 people.
Right.
He was like, oh, we only need 1 of them. And I was like, all right, but then that's when I had in mind that we were planning like a future day. I didn't know it was like supposed to be yesterday. And then it's like, you know, today was last
They
minute.
wasn't available?
It was last minute. Like I have a battle next week. They're all still like crunch time, writing, rehearsing.
Yeah, I know what
Shout
that's
out to
like.
Chrome
I didn't want to
23.
pull them out of that element. Like, no.
Actually, I don't know what that's like because I write the week of. I'm sorry.
This is the week
It's,
of. This is the week of.
Wow.
Well, it's the 11th, right?
I could have forced it. Yes, it's the 11th. That's all. How are you today, son?
I'm doing great.
Wait,
Now that
you'll
you're
be
here-
back in town for that, right?
I feel so
he
much
wasn't
better
here
than
last
you're
year.
Yeah,
here.
you'll be back in town for the
he was out of
11th,
town.
right?
Well, can your people, your team, put us on the list this time so we can come to the battle?
No, you can buy tickets.
There you go. So we
Period.
doing we
No,
here.
I
So
cover
they-
it. I cover it. I
Okay,
cover
go
it.
ahead.
Why not?
I
I'm here
probably know the
supporting-
security
I'm
anyway.
here supporting your expert opinion, right?
Yes.
Like I'm here supporting this.
That don't
Did I
cost you
send-
no paper
did
unless
I-
you're a motherfucker.
Did I send you an invoice? I have my security over there. I have to pay him. I had to get my hair done and my makeup. My boots, my clothes is not cheap and I have a car service outside. I didn't charge anybody anything. And if it cost me a ticket to come here in order to support, that's what I would do.
You heard the woman, ESSO.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, so I appreciate that. Let's start with the first question.
What's the first?
Why are women always late? Why are they always late, son?
Women is not always
Why
late.
She
they
just
always
rattled
late?
off the
Women is not
reasons. Her
always
hair's done, her
They
nails
always
is
late.
done, her makeup's done, her clothes ain't cheap, she got security, she got a
Women
car
is not
service.
always late because I was on time, so I stand for all women.
You know what? That did make me kind of check. Like,
Twice.
I wasn't.
Twice.
I
was
don't know.
not. If we're gonna ask the question why are women always late based on today, it would also be why are men always last minute
You can't stuff last minute.
with plans. Like
Because
it's
we're the
easy.
leaders.
No, you're not the leaders. The problem
Yeah.
is y'all don't think for everybody.
Like to be
You think for
spontaneous.
you think for yourselves. And as for men, you can throw on a jean jacket, a t-shirt, a hat, and go about your business.
Right.
Women is a little bit more preparation.
What
They
you-
got
All
it.
right,
Gotta
so
lay
what
out these
stops
down.
y'all from preparing in time to be on time?
When the men don't give us that time, that lead time that we need.
No.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
okay, how long does it take you to get ready?
If I know that I'm going somewhere, about an hour, maybe an hour and a
All
half.
right. If
How
a
long
man
does it
says
take
I'm
you
coming
if you
at
don't
8
know?
o'clock, are you out by 8 o'clock?
If he tells me at 6 p.m., no. I'm
Yeah.
not.
But you said it takes an hour.
Yeah, I said possibly. An hour, hour and a half. It depends. Where am I going?
You
And she said
moved
she
it
knew about it
Like,
too.
You just
I
moved it to
literally
2
had a
hours.
whole
You just
other-
moved the goalpost.
You just
I had
moved
a
it to 2 hours.
I had a whole other outfit planned.
Right.
I went outside and it was raining. The shoes that I had on was not touching the rain. I don't care for nobody. It wasn't happening. Operation back in the house, we back at square one. What am I putting on? Because those shoes is not making it to the rain.
Another hour to change the shoes?
No, it's not another hour to change the shoes. It's to change the shoes, the dress, the hair, the makeup. Everything changes. Your hair has to go with your outfit. You can't just have any hairdo.
My hair goes with all my outfits.
You a man. That's the point.
Yeah, my hair goes with all my outfits. Don't come off.
Now, women with dreads, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, they be changing their shit up. They be putting twists, braids,
should.
put it up. They change their shit up.
They should. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Oh, this nigga.
Yo, I'm sorry, I gotta
Did
laugh.
I miss something? What happened?
No, because I told somebody, yo, we waiting on Remy, and he was like, oh, I got time to get there.
here. And he said I just pulled up.
Now, I commend women because you guys do a lot to look good for yourselves. Because half the time we don't care about
Not for
all
us.
that stuff. We really don't. No, half the time we don't. Like,
No,
honestly,
that's a fact.
like, what are you
So
really
was
looking
sitting
for?
Here, right? And I came an hour late. And I look trash. You're not gonna be y'all will be talking mad shit.
No, if you
Like-
was on time and you look trash, I might overlook looking trash.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
Nah. Even on time. You would have been like, yo, like that's how she had to. You showed up like that. Like that's crazy.
No, where we are is the you look trash argument. Like, y'all think you look trash. We think you look fine.
Right.
You're beefing with you. You're not doing it. We're
Now
telling you,
we beefing with other bitches that we don't like.
And we don't know them hoes. So
Right.
we don't care what they
about
Y'all
it.
think.
know them because y'all be fucking
Y'all
them.
do be fucking up.
You know why? Because they're on time.
Nah,
Show up on
because
time.
they look trash. Like, what are you talking about? They had nothing else to do but to be on time.
yeah, but they
Meanwhile,
show
that
up with the
doesn't-
essentials. They show up with the essentials.
That doesn't stop them
You
from getting the
agreeing with this,
attention.
Max?
That doesn't stop them from getting the attention. No, the fact is 9 times out of 10 when y'all are getting ready, that's not for. I mean, I can appreciate when it's for us, but when I'm ready to go, just get dressed.
Nah,
Put it in a ponytail, throw some jeans on, let's
because
go.
y'all asked the question, but like you're talking to somebody who's been married for 14 years. Most of the time when I'm late, it's not because of me. It's because of you see my wallet, you see my watch, you see my keys.
Oh, I don't
But y'all always know where stuff
You
is
see my
at,
belt?
so I can't get mad at that.
We don't be knowing where shit is at. We know where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Once you move it and put it somewhere else, now I don't know where it's at. I know where I told you to put it. I know what spot I set up for it. It's
Right.
not there anymore because you put it somewhere else.
Right.
Had you put it in the spot that I set up for, you wouldn't be asking me all these questions. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, when I'm walking out the door, I have to find a belt, a wallet, some piece of jewelry or another, whether it's a ring, a watch, a chain, a specific hat, like my ID, my keys,
My ID.
the most random shit. You seen the dog collar, like stupid shit.
I'm not mad at that.
So
I
a
be
lot
doing
of times when I'm late, it's because I'm running down the list or we'll be ready to walk out the door. The whole time I'm being rushed. Come on, let's go. You ready? You almost ready? I'm ready. Now I'm ready to walk out the door. It's like, oh, I gotta walk the dog. Fucking ain't walk the dog the whole time I was
getting
being
ready.
late. Like I don't understand. Like it just dawned on you right now.
That sounds like a personal thing, because most of the
Nah.
time it's y'all.
No, it
It's-
don't
be.
It is.
I promise you, I've had the same conversation with other married women and other women
With that
in
Bel-Air
long,
bottle.
standing relationships, and they go through similar things. It's just this false narrative that was
not a
created
false
that women are always late.
It's not false.
Every
Was I
guy.
late last time?
What? No. What?
I was late last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
But they told you a different time.
Yeah.
So we didn't
Your
charge
team
you for
again.
it. Because they told you 9 o'clock.
No,
and it
no
was supposed to
camera.
be 8 o'clock.
Not on camera. Yeah, we're gonna bleep
But it's
him.
cool.
Oh, bleep
We're gonna
me
bleep
again.
it. We're gonna bleep that.
My team don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. All right. I just want to know if I was late twice. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But women is not always late.
Every guy in here will tell you there's 90% of the time if they pulling up in front of a girl's house, they waiting.
Facts.
She don't come out
But
immediately.
some
Hold on,
of
let's
them
take a survey. Has that ever happened to you?
Definitely.
Has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you? Has it? Oh.
Y'all corny.
Yeah, how about you, sir? Have you,
Y'all corny as hell. Next question.
That part.
Next question.
Next question.
That was a fake question.
Right.
That was a fake question.
Edit that whole
That was
part.
just.
That was just to warm everybody up. Edit that whole
Right.
part out.
People relate in general. That
Really?
was weak.
You brought a question.
All right, don't ask me the question yet, though.
What do you mean? Don't ask you. You have.
Yeah.
It's your own personal
I
question.
gotta think about it again. Go.
You gotta think about it.
There you go.
All right. Since you're married, right? Mm-hmm. Married. If a man proposes to a woman, she turns down the proposal. Is the relationship over?
No.
Really?
Fuck it right, it is.
For the
Is the
man, it's
relationship
over.
over?
For the man, it's over.
But why?
Is it
But
over?
why?
Why?
Is it?
Why wouldn't it be?
Wow.
What are we doing?
First off, because it depends on the time that they've been together. It depends on what they've been through together. What if she's not ready yet? Like,
But she's ready to be in a
lot of niggas
relationship?
prematurely propose. Like, no.
What's the difference between a relationship and marriage?
If we're not living together,
What?
it's a lot.
That's a real question.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's it? Yeah,
What's the
it
difference
is. What's the
between
difference?
a regular relationship and
in
marriage?
marriage?
Well, one, there's binding ties legally, spiritually, all these things you make. Yeah.
So spiritually, that don't happen
like,
until
no,
you get
I'm just
married.
saying,
But
like,
it's
when you're in a
different.
relationship, you're not sitting there asking God. And God's, like, you know, when you say your vows, there's things that, depending on what denomination you are, but most
Right.
of them include some form of, you know, pact that you guys make with God. And there's a legal binding as well.
Right.
Paperwork that entails sometimes you can change your name or not. In a relationship, like, if you decide it's over, it's
over.
It's over. That's it. Like, well, it depends, unless you're dealing with a fucking psycho that they just don't know what over is.
And that just happened.
But,
That sounds like
Yes. Just let the restraining order go.
nah, I'm
oh hell yeah.
That's OD.
100%.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
just
guys
let
are out
it
here
go.
getting restraining orders on
Yeah.
chicks?
Yo,
we
you
don't-
seen what happened to
wild
Johnny
out
Depp?
here. It's wild out
You
here.
think because we don't make songs about it, it don't happen? Like 100%. Yeah. 3 years.
So
6
how does
years.
that work? You go to the precinct, you tell the cops, like, guys, please, this is for me.
Well, right. And
I've been dating this
after
crazy
they
thing
stop
for
laughing-
years. I'm over
After
her
they stop
crazy
laughing,
shit.
they file the paperwork.
Like, I'm over
and
this crazy shit I've been
it's-
dealing with it for years.
It's that kind of like shame and insult to it that makes dudes not want to do anything.
Right.
And now you just got to deal with this crazy chick who is hell bent on burning your life down. And if you can't go to the cops to do nothing, and that is number one the problem. Did I ever tell you how men exist under the assumption of guilt and women exist under the assumption of inness?
Absolutely.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I live
What
it.
did you
I've-
do?
I live
You're
it.
not trying to
Asking
answer the
that
question.
because I've never met a chick.
You
Went
have.
crazy
No,
for no
I
reason.
haven't.
You
It's always
have.
funny. They don't ever know a
You
girl that
didn't
does
do
this.
anything.
She's not going to
You
tell
didn't
you.
do nothing. You
That
did
justifies her burning my life down?
You were the perfect gentleman.
I shouldn't
Never
have to be
cheated,
perfect in
didn't
order not
fuck
to be
her over,
harmed.
You didn't break her heart. You didn't make
Why do
her
I need to-
promises
Why is-
that
hold
wasn't
on.
kept.
Why is my bar perfection in order not to have my life
I'm not
taken
saying
apart?
that it's perfection, but
You
I'm
did say
saying,
it's perfection.
No, I said,
you
what
said you were
did
the
you
perfect
do?
boyfriend.
Yeah, you were a perfect gentleman. You
I
never
don't
did
have to
anything.
be. I shouldn't have to be
But if
perfect
you
in
do
order not to
something
be
wrong,
fucked
that
up.
could warrant certain behavior.
No, it doesn't.
We don't reward bad behavior.
Okay, so what?
That's
what can-
rewarding bad behavior.
No, put the shoe on the
it's
other
not.
foot. What can a woman do that warrants a man doing something to her?
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Name it specific.
Okay.
The way she dressed.
No, it's
The way she
don't do that.
dresses.
Dress
It
ain't nothing.
could. It could.
How?
Maybe
How,
I
Sway?
wouldn't say the way she dressed because to me I feel like that's just that's an insecurity on his
Yeah,
part.
I agree
But
with
maybe the way she behaves when she's dressed a
When she
certain
dresses,
way.
when she outside.
Maybe the way she's interacting with
With
other
other men.
men.
All right, hold on. You say
That's-
warrant.
What?
Let's switch that warrant word with justified.
Right.
Warrant justifies similar.
That
No, it's
justifies.
not. Warrant could, all right, that could happen. Justified means it should happen.
Well, I like warrant better. It just shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen at all,
no,
right?
it could happen. I like the fact that it could because you got some men that they don't care how they women dress or how women, if you got women that they
Or
know,
they're
like,
into it.
No, my girl's flirtatious or she's this or whatever, but that's me. I'm cool with that. You got some guys that will literally send them off the deep end. Like, And so when the girl, a lot of times when the women's like, and then he just went crazy. No.
Bitch, you did something.
Nobody just goes crazy unless the person is already mentally ill.
Yeah.
You did something that triggered them. You did something that caused it. So even though you're sitting here saying like, yeah, I wasn't perfect, and do I have to? No, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be careful what you promise and what you do in these relationships. A lot of times, guys just talk because they have fucking lips. They don't think about what they're really saying. And women, yeah, they just talk because they have lips.
And women don't do that?
Yeah, women do it too. And that's why they end up sometimes with cycles. I'm a firm believer in both sides of the coin. Like, I feel women do it and men do it. A lot of times women, because they want something, they'll say certain shit that they really don't feel. And then when the guy is reacting a certain way, it's like, I don't know why he's acting like, yeah, bitch, yeah, he is. Because you sucked his dick from the back, you was acting all fucking crazy, you let him put it in every hole because you wanted to get X, Y, Z, and now you over here with this nigga and he's thinking you're doing the same thing to him, and now he wants to kill you. Stop acting like you don't know why he wants to kill you. Like, I think that's the problem that people have. People be in denial about what the issue is. So again,
what did you do?
What did you do?
I ended the relationship, which is what her behavior warranted.
No.
Which is the only thing that
you
her
can't
behavior
end the relationship.
warranted.
Did you just wake up and it's like,
No, I didn't say I woke up one day.
Look, speaking.
What?
I've been through some things.
Oh gosh. What you been through?
Yo,
tell me everything.
put the music on for this part, the violence and all that.
Nah, tell me everything.
Listen, I was in a relationship.
Did she abuse you?
With a model, yes. She did.
I believe you.
She hit you with the Amber Heard?
You see her, you would not believe it. You would not believe it, bro. But she'll start drinking.
Yo, that
She'll
drink.
throw on a hoodie, tie it up real tight.
Went.
And then it's like a 5-hour thing going on. Like, and I couldn't take it no more. I didn't understand it. I mean, I understood certain things because she was raised by 2 Marines and they used to fight. So I guess that's something that, you know, she got in here. But when I broke up with her, she came to my crib, knocking on the door. I said, yo, I'm not doing this. She said, baby, please, just let me talk to you. And you know, men, we suckers.
Yeah, we fall for that.
We suckers, bro. I fell for it. I opened the door. She had her arms open wide. I said,
She stuck you
I'm
up.
like,
She punched you in your face.
I still love this chick. Bro, she went under my arm and bit the shit out of me, bro. Just out of nowhere. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then dip.
Because when I initially knocked on the door, you tried to dud me and curve me. I just fucking sit here.
So that warrants
No.
A piece of me missing
humiliated
under
me.
my arm.
You humiliated-
Okay, all
I
right,
knocked
I hear
on the
you.
door. Let me talk to you. Nah, I'm not with that. Fuck out of here, whatever. Maybe you didn't even say fuck out of it. No, not right now. So I had to belittle myself. Babe,
Oh, you had to go home.
Yo, you hear this?
and then
Oh,
you
you had
fell
to do
for
it.
it.
You hear this?
Now you gonna open the door. Now I'm gonna give you some. Now I'm leaving. Now hold
now
on.
you gonna bite the shit out of me
Now go get this
and
Neosporin.
dip down the stairs.
But I
Now you
that's
need
what that is?
Neosporin.
Because
Now you
because
need
her,
Moderna for the scar.
son,
her
I got it.
humiliation warrants physical attack.
See, I'm laughing,
it
but it's
don't.
not funny.
No, listen.
Because there's a lot of guys out there
Johnny
getting
Depp?
beat the fuck up.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with that.
wasn't a
like, I
never
have
mind.
a son. I have brothers. I have my nephew is like it's like my baby. Like I am a firm believer in don't do to somebody what you don't want done to you.
Right.
Like I've seen girls where they like getting crazy, they spitting. They swinging all crazy, like nobody wants to get hit. And I tell women this, oh, but he know he's stronger than me. You know he's stronger than you too. So why would you punch him in the face? Nobody wants to get punched in the face. I don't care if your punch is not as hard as my punch. Don't punch me in the face. Nobody wants to get spit on. Nobody wants to get scratched up. Nobody wants their clothes pulled off of them. And there's been this precedence that's been said, well, you're a male and you know you're stronger than her and you should have just walked away. No, she should have just walked away.
Right.
Nobody wants to be abused. And I have this argument with women all the time.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't understand. Like, you're supposed to be for women. Yeah, I am for women, but I'm also for what's right first. And I wouldn't want somebody doing that to my son. I wouldn't want somebody doing that to my brother. Like, and I've seen these women scratch them up, drag them, spit at them, swing it. And the second they get smacked across the street, it's like, oh my God, somebody go at me. And I'm like, I would have been
hit
off
you.
you. Like, you lucky. Like, I watch people restrain themselves, and sometimes it's just a reflex. A lot, especially growing up in the environment that we grow up. If somebody hit you, your reflex is to go like this. So I've seen people catch black eyes literally off of a reflex. Like, yo, the chick catch him, bang, in the face. And he's just like, and now she's talking to the cops, look at my face, I'm bleeding. And it was literally, I watched it happen off a reflex. And I'm like, you was wrong. But because the way society is set up, you know, as a man, you're supposed to walk away. No, you're supposed to walk away. You're supposed to be the bigger person because you're stronger.
Listen,
Do
man.
you think that you feel this way because you had a lot of males around you that you care about? Because there's a lot of women that don't have males around them to actually see this go on, so they can't imagine this.
A combination of the two, I think, is some of that, but it's also I'm just a logical person that I'm always gonna go with what's right.
Common sense kind of.
Like, I would know, like, if I was a guy, I wouldn't want somebody scratching me up, hitting on me. Like, I'm a woman. I don't want nobody to smack me. I don't even want you to, if you yell at me too loud, the relationship is over. Oh, you yelling? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you yelling at me. I don't want you talking to me crazy. I feel like if that's how we have to communicate, I don't want to be
It's
here.
not worth it.
But
Right.
to go back to the original question, if a man gets down on his knee, his whole family's there.
It's not over.
And you say no
It
in
depends
front of
on
my
where y'all
niggas.
at. It depends
And
on
my
where y'all
mans.
at. Where y'all stand
The
at.
reason,
No,
the reason why you were wrong.
I can't agree with
The
that
reason why you would want it to
because
be
that's
over-
almost like a peer pressure situation.
Let me help you with some-
Right.
let me throw-
If the woman not ready, she not ready.
Let
You
me-
can't
let
force
me throw
somebody
you
to
a
be fucking
curveball
ready.
then.
Then that shows how you not really there for her. That's not the bitch you want to marry because
No,
why
the
you
real
mad at her for
question should
telling
be,
you no?
why would you turn it down?
No. Let me ask you this. Women always say, damn, you've been in a relationship for a long time with this man. Why y'all not married? So now, is there a time frame on when marriage should come in?
No, I don't think it's
I
a
feel like
time
it's
frame.
based on a bond.
I think it's based on who is
A
in the
feeling.
relationship.
Yeah.
But I could understand why a man would feel like if he proposed and the woman said no, that the relationship is over. Because I personally believe that it takes men are just not out here proposing to people.
Right.
It's just not something that's done. So I believe it takes a lot of steps for a man to get to that point. And men don't like rejection.
Yeah.
Nobody likes
Nobody likes
No.
rejection.
Men especially
That hurt their
cannot
pride.
take
We're built for
I
that.
know.
It make
Listen,
y'all, no,
listen.
that make y'all feel less
Listen.
than
I
a
holler
man.
at you, you
Listen.
say no. On to the next.
That
you
make
say
no,
you're married,
you
but
curse me
on-
out. Fuck you then,
No,
bitch.
I'm not.
Those
I'm
are
not
men.
saying
Those
no.
aren't
That
men.
make y'all feel less
Those
than
are
a
not
man.
men. Those are not
Those
men.
are not men.
If they cursing you out after you say no, those are
Yeah,
not
it's
men.
cornball.
Those are
That
grown
sounds
ass boys.
ridiculous.
We don't claim
Yeah.
them. Those are not
Then
men.
I don't feel like a man.
We
if
as
you tell a
men-
man no and he proposes to
We
you, I
as
don't feel like
men
that's
get
a man. It
disgusted
goes
when
like
we
that.
see men do shit like boys
I don't
do
wanna
shit
be
like that.
confused on the level of rejection. A lot of times when guys are just hollering at a random chick walking by, they know it's a hit or miss. Like,
right.
whatever. Let me just see. Let me see if she stopped. They don't even be serious sometimes. If you are proposing to somebody, that's different. It's totally different. Like you said, in front of my boys, in front of my family, in front of this, it's a sense of pride that's there now. Because now you're the guy who, look at you, you tried to marry her. Like, because a lot of guys get joked on because they take that step towards marriage.
Right.
And she said no. Now comes in the question of why she's saying no.
Yeah.
Is there someone else? Or what's going on? Like, these are the things that I know would run through a man's head. They're not thinking of it, maybe she's not ready, or maybe this she has other things that she wants to do in life, not just relationship wise, just before she's ready to take that step. Because also there's a lot of things that come with marriage. Marriage is not easy. And I think sometimes people get into it for the wrong reasons. Maybe it's something with you that she's maybe not believe that you're ready. Like, we just got into whatever this time, and now he's proposing to me. Like, I don't think
that's what I'm
now's the
saying. And
right
y'all gotta
time.
think about, as men, when y'all propose to women, y'all not spending y'all whole life planning your wedding or planning how you want to be when you get married. We, as women, you think about. I don't give a fuck how many women that
Thank
says
you.
That's not true.
But I feel like I don't care about how many women that says that they don't ever want to get married. It ran through their mind
But
before.
there
That's
are
why when
men-
you say
there
no,
are
it's
men-
crazy.
Hold on, no, there are men that want to get married.
that really think about it for years.
They think about it.
They
But
think about it.
They just haven't found the person that they feel fits the criteria to be their wife. There are men who be like, yo, when I get married or when I settle out, this is what I want my wife to be. This is my suit that I want.
Yeah.
Yo, all black men, y'all want an all white suit. I want an all white suit. I want this.
Where you get this movie idea from?
All white
that's
suit.
okay.
For whatever reason, y'all be wanting to look like the good human ice cream man.
I
As a
couldn't-
black guy,
I don't know where that
all
come
white
from.
suit. Look at the wedding pictures. I'd be like, another
I
one
had
in
a
the all
regular
white
tux
suit.
on.
All white suit.
I want to look like Nino
I had
Brown
a
when he was playing
Yeah.
basketball.
Nice smooth
I'll be
touch.
good.
But I feel like there are some men out there that aspire to be married one day. And one, like, I don't think, well, I've never met anybody that wants to die alone. That was like, you
Yeah.
know what, when I get older, I want to be by myself.
But marriage doesn't guarantee that you won't.
No, it doesn't.
but it's a safer
doesn't.
bet.
But it gives some sense of security. Like, hey, we made vows to be with each other forever, to death do us part, in sickness and health. Those are the words that set up
Yeah.
for, and eternity.
A long haul.
Yeah. So
Because marriage is a big responsibility. I don't think people really realize that you got to put. You're
you don't
now
have to.
combining families. Now
you don't have to.
You don't have to what?
You have, if you believe that. Because you have some people that been married 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They get married, get divorced, get married again. Like, because they don't take it that. You have to know how the person that you're trying to marry perceives marriage.
Right.
Because there's some people, like with open marriages, there's some people that's like, oh, if this doesn't work, oh, I'm getting a divorce. Like, once you already say that, your marriage is doomed. Because you're already looking at the back door.
Yeah.
Right.
You're already like, if one thing I don't like happens, I'm over there with it. So I think you have to understand with the person that you're marrying what their perception of marriage is. If y'all not on the same page, you're gonna have issues somewhere along the way.
So you feel like if a woman say no, it's over, the relationship over?
I tend to think like a guy a lot, so
I think like a nigga too, but I don't think so.
Because to Remy's credit, everything she said that's running through the man's head when you say no, that's what be running through their head.
Word.
They not thinking about not ready. They like,
don't
oh, she
know.
got somebody else. This ain't like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Here's the-
We going far
it may
to the
not
left.
be. It may not be over.
I don't think it'll be. I believe it's based on a bond.
But you should, if you say no, you should
no
be
bond.
prepared for that relationship to end.
To end.
I'm not guaranteeing
Oh,
that.
he's going to cheat
I'm
right
not
after
saying
that.
it's gonna be over.
Oh, yeah.
But if
Fuck
it
one of
is
your
over,
family
don't be
members.
surprised.
He gonna cheat.
You say no, I'm fucking one of your family members.
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if you take the ring back, get the money, and go.
Keep that in
gonna
there.
cheat.
Bleep this guy, man. Bleep this
And
guy.
that's exactly why she said no, because she knew you was the type of motherfucker that would fuck
but
one of her
that's what I'm
family.
Listen,
saying.
let's just not learn them blood or
If
soon
I
to be
say no
forgot.
and you go and do some grimy shit, nigga, that's why I said
No,
no, because
but-
I don't trust you.
But you
Like, I
mentioned,
don't-
but you mentioned
love
the
that
bond.
Yeah,
So
right.
you said
You
that
gotta
there's a
make sure the
bond,
bond-
right?
the bond, yeah, you
So
gotta make sure
if
the
there's
bond
a
is there.
bond and we both feel it,
and
you
you say
turn
no,
me down,
it's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
yeah.
It's over.
You know what also plays into this? A little bit of that talking because you got lips had to have been happening because how do you propose to somebody and ask them to marry you not knowing
the
That
possibility
she's
gonna be
not
no?
ready.
I
Not
think
knowing
that
most of the
there's-
times when people propose, they think the answer is going to be
Yes.
yes.
Right.
So if it turns out to be no, somewhere along there was some mixed
Miscommunication.
real
So,
and
so,
that
so,
relationship.
so
Yeah.
just to be clear, because I got 2 married people in the building. Anybody else?
Nah.
Just me and
What
Mr.
are the steps?
Gosh, why we keep ending up on this? I want to be
There it
against
is.
you so bad.
What are the steps? What are the signs that say, all right, we're ready to be married?
I don't know. Let's ask Esther. How long have you been married?
2 years, and I've been with my wife for 10 years. So we met when we was young. So we kind of like grew together, you know what I'm saying? So as time gone on, we just had to work out kinks because she had an idea of what she wanted it to be, and I grew up with both of my parents. So I thought that this is how it's supposed to be, and I had to learn how to merge the two things and work towards the stuff. When we finally came together and, found out that we was going to merge this stuff and we was going to give you a chance and give me a chance and and blase bar. Then we realized that we was ready to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Then I had proposed to her, and then we still waited for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people change with proposals. Sometimes people change with marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that out ahead of time. I fucking managed. So I always plan things ahead. You know what I'm saying? So when we decided to do it, I said, yo, why don't we just wait? Because we live together. We share finances together. If this goes right, then let's just go take the next step.
Smart man.
And that was my process with her.
Okay, so that's from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
You felt like, having that relationship, that length of time.
That's a long, 10 years is a long time.
That's
A
what
long time to what?
8
get
years.
married.
8
Really?
years first.
Didn't y'all just say no timetable?
10 years is crazy.
I'm
yo.
just
Why?
saying that's long.
I
10 years
said
is
I
crazy.
got married. I got married after 8 years. I've been with her for
10 years. Y'all been married for
and
2
we was
years.
engaged for a year and a half.
Is 8 years still too long?
So that's
So really
really
7
six.
years.
Is it
Six,
six?
yeah.
About
wait.
6 years.
Is that too long?
I don't know how long it take you to put
Yeah.
in every hole. After that, it's over.
Yeah, I was ready to get married. I was ready to get married to my
But saying no to a proposal
That's
doesn't
it.
mean a
It's
relationship.
over.
Well, this shit, it's crazy science.
think-
That had to be the first night. That could be the first night.
Right,
hold the
now we
first
can
name.
get married. Like, I think,
Period. You said put it in my what? Y'all ain't you think I ain't married.
Put it in the
I
doodle
think
maker.
that people should get married. Not
Bleep.
think, but I
Oh,
think they should get married when you feel like this is the person that you could live with. And sometimes when you do it earlier on, to me, it's kind of more better. Like once, I've seen people who get married after they've been together for a really long time. They live together. They've had children together. They know each other's whole family. They don't like you. There's really nowhere to go with the marriage because they
gotta
done
do all of it.
everything
Yeah.
that married couples do when they weren't married. So I just think it's cool when you get to experience some of those things with your partner. Like I literally probably it wasn't even 3 years before I got married. And we were able to grow and do all these things together. I couldn't imagine being with somebody for that long and then get married because it's like now what
What we looking forward to?
Like that's just me.
What do y'all do?
What do you
me?
feel like it's different now than when you weren't?
Yeah,
married?
when you got married, like what was
I mean, we had a lot of kinks to work out. When I first met my wife, I knew that I wanted to marry her the first day that I met her. You know what I'm saying? But the way she thought about things, you know what I'm saying? I just was riding with her, and she was riding with me through fucking many things, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we had points where we broke up, you know what I'm saying? We not doing this and stuff like that. And then finally, when we moved in together, we got married 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't living together. I had my house in Jersey. She was in my condo in Harlem. And we were still just trying to work it out because I knew that I wanted to be with her, but it just wasn't right for me, and I didn't want to take that step because I didn't want to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get divorced. If I did, I would be like, I'm not gonna do this shit again. But I never think about it. I just work towards making it better, trying to think how she thinks and trying to show her how I think. It's two
Would
totally
you ever
different
get a divorce?
things. I mean, not now. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe when I thought prior doing it, I probably will if shit don't work. But now, once I took that step, like nah, I'm not looking towards divorce. I'm not thinking about it. It's not part of my language at all. Whether we fight or whatever, it doesn't matter. But I've learned to deal with how she wants to do things sometimes. And she learns how I want to deal with certain things sometimes. Like she just talked to the painter today right in front of Hein when the niggas painting my house. And he was like, well, can you ask him to do so-and-so? And she said, he don't talk to nobody. And that was the big step for her because she would always be like, yo, you need to talk to, no, that's not my vibe. And she had to learn that about me, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of learning pains and a lot of growing pains that kind of kept us apart. But once we got right, plus she had a
He was
kid and
scared.
I had a
Would
kid.
you ever get married? He was scared.
I wasn't scared.
I definitely
think-
could see myself doing it.
No, I wasn't scared at all.
You wasn't so. You said you knew from the first day you met her
Yeah.
that you wanted to marry her, but you had to work out some kinks and changes, and then you eventually did it
Yo,
anyway.
most of the time it's a guy waiting for the woman to figure out, like, how to handle you. Because I feel like every woman should know how to work a man. We was talking about this before. Like, men, we know how to, if you know your woman, you know how to work her. You know how to, like, what's gonna make her happy, what's gonna turn her on, all this stuff. But sometimes women come into a situation thinking there's a default setting for all men. And if I do this, then I'm good. And
when
it's
it
not
doesn't
like
work.
that.
And it's not like that. It didn't work for me, the stuff that she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, and she's a family person, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So it was just things that was really going on, because when I knew that I wanted to marry her, I'm not saying that she knew that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we were still dealing with things that was going on, and she owned fucking lounges, and she works a lot, and she does a whole lot of stuff, and I had to deal with that because I wasn't somebody that was like, I'm like, I got money. I don't need you going to work this time and blase, 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 blah. I need you to be here. This is how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it was right or not. And those are things that we had to work out. That she wanted to make her own thing. I'm not
So
worried
that
about
was
you.
different when
It's
y'all
good
got
that you
married.
brought that up. Because in this day and age, is it the man's role to provide? Period.
Provide what?
Yo, she just took a lean back.
Because I'm dying to hear your answers on this one.
Provide what?
That one was sent me. Everything.
Provide
Fuck
what?
you talking about, nigga, now.
Everything? Wow.
You said provide
So
what?
let me ask you this then.
No, hold on, because
She's going somewhere.
yeah, but no, provide. When I say provide what, there is no one size fits all when it comes to anybody.
Right.
Everybody's on some different wave. What his wife would need provided for her may be a deal breaker for another woman, vice versa. I'm a loner. I've always been a loner. I'm not antisocial, but I really enjoy my own space and time. What do I need to provide for you? Is it physical touch? Do I need to be social with you? Because that might not do it.
Oh, you talking love languages.
I'm
talking
talking,
money?
yeah, that's why I say provide what? Because if I'm paying for everything, right? But I'm never around because I gotta pay for everything. It doesn't, you're not happy. I've had women in my face with very, very successful men, head to toe, done up, don't have to worry about shit, lonely as fuck. Because they brought into the life that they thought this is what they want. All their life, this is what they were told would make them happy. Now they got it, they're not happy. But he's a provider. That's all he's a provider.
Okay. Flip question. Could you deal with your woman being the provider?
That wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother me at all.
I come from a
That don't
family.
make you feel less than a
I'm gonna
man?
keep it real. I come
Lying.
I gotta do something.
That don't make you feel less than a man?
It's different.
No.
If it's Oprah, my nigga,
So let me tell you
I
something.
ain't gotta pay no bills, son. I'm not paying no bills. Like, you Oprah. Like, get the
And this
fuck out
goes
of
both
here.
ways.
All right,
Because
go for it.
People like to say men and women are very, very identical. Just different body parts. Very.
Yeah, I don't
identical.
agree with that, but go ahead.
Very identical.
Okay.
If a man, the woman that you're talking about, her man pays for everything. She's fly. She got the nice car. He's this way. You know what you got to deal with when you don't make $1 and your dude pays for everything? Whatever he wants.
Whatever he say when he say it.
How's that bad? I don't understand.
How is that bad? Because it comes to where you're dependent and you kind of would have to put up with things that you probably may not want to or that you may feel is disrespectful to you, or you really can't say or do much because you're at this person's whim.
His puppet.
And I try to explain to women all the time, like my sisters, my cousins, like my friends, it's cool in the beginning. When a guy meets you and he want to pay for your hair and your nails and your clothes and take you on trips and buy you a car and do this, in the beginning, it's cool.
Right.
When you are in a relationship with him now, you are a walking, talking, annoying bill. That's what you are. They look at you and like, this bitch need this done, she need this done. Like, you're bringing nothing to the table. Everything that I'm doing, like, and because I'm a worker, I know what it takes to make a certain amount of money. You become a bill.
You
with
hang around
lips.
too many niggas, son.
Yeah.
You hang
Nah,
around too
I
many
promise
niggas.
you. I promise you. And the
'Cause
same,
women ain't talking like
the
this.
The same, because they don't think. Nobody wants to do
It's beyond
everything.
thinking, Remy.
Right.
Listen to me. Nobody wants to feel, because in the beginning, it's courting you. I'm courting you, and I want my bitch to be fly, and I want you to have nice things, and I'm
Right.
giving you stuff. Now, when it becomes, this is my job, part of the job that I have to do, and my other half of my job is to come and make sure you good with everything that's going on over here, regardless of how I feel about it, regardless if we're in an argument, because it's not like I get in an argument like, bitch, now you're not eating. Now I'm not giving you grocery money. Like,
That's called financial
I'm not
abuse.
getting your head
but no,
down
I'm
and
just
all that.
saying,
Yeah,
it's
they
still,
do
you
that.
still have to provide these things. And you start realizing, like, damn, I could technically, especially if y'all not married, I could technically not be with her and
Leave
you
this
know how
bitch
much-
for dead.
And I would have this over here.
Right.
And it's the same exact way if it's the woman doing it. Like how you said, I would have a problem with it because you thinking of the shit like, damn shit, I wish I could just sit back. I ain't got to worry about the mortgage. I ain't got to worry about this. My bitch is up and she's just going to pay everything. But there's this thing with women, we're very much like men. I'm paying for everything. Nigga, if you shut the what?
Yep.
Suck your what? When I feel like it. Fuck out of here, nigga. Like, she's not gonna be.
Damn, but
as
I can't see it.
attentive.
But that's
Men are
listen
not
to me.
doing that.
Men,
In the beginning,
men are
and
though.
in the
I just got out of a
beginning-
relationship like
listen
that.
to me. In the
Yeah?
beginning,
When you
Yes.
doing what?
cool.
4 years, I was doing everything.
Paying for everything?
Paying every bill, handling my career, everything. And I
And
would
what was
come.
he doing?
I would literally come home, and I got 2 dogs. I would literally come home. Pads got dog shit on it. Clothes is that. Like, what are you doing? You're not cooking. You're not cleaning. You're not doing. I was aggravated after a while because after a while, you know what I'm saying. I'm dealing with politics. I'm learning how to adjust from coming from the streets of Brownsville to now I'm in this music industry and I got to play chess, not checkers. So I'm learning how to talk the talk, and it's aggravating when you in meetings all day long and people trying to prep you and trying to teach you to not say certain things, and I got to go home to a lazy nigga that's
But it's
complaining.
not even that
like,
he's lazy. He's just home.
you understand? And that shit is
home.
is
But
aggravating.
It seems to you like,
So-
yo, I'm
so-
doing this, and that,
Right.
and he has it easy. But
You said 3 years.
4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Damn, you were thugging.
4 years.
We spoke about
What?
this before.
4 years.
4 years.
He's a
And
music
he wasn't
producer.
bringing in no money.
None.
You know why he wasn't?
None.
I don't want to say
No,
this.
that's
up.
lazy.
Tell me why you
no,
wanna-
I'm
But then the situation became of
Yeah.
you don't treat me like a man, and it's like, how can I treat you like a man? Like
And
you're not.
that's the point right
So
there.
when it comes with me,
That's
when,
the point.
when we asking about providing, I don't want a man to take care of me. Yes, have my back whenever I need help, you know, surprise me with certain things here and there. But number one, I'm a street ass bitch. I don't need no nigga to take care of me. I'm gonna take care of myself. Anything that I ask you for, I can do it myself. But
right.
to have my backup, have my security, be that man, yes. And if you that man and you playing that road and you leading me to a ditch, you cannot be my leader.
So he
It's
didn't
over.
he didn't have your back. That's what you're
He
saying.
didn't have my best interest at all.
Why?
At all.
You know why?
Wait, hold
I'm
on,
gonna tell you
hold on.
why.
Why?
He didn't care about you.
Maybe that was
You know
a
why?
reason, yeah.
And I've said this before. No matter how much a woman is doing, when she's holding a man down, if he cares, he's gonna come through too.
But that was,
He's-
it was like something, like, nigga, I'm getting my
He
hands
don't
dirty,
give
get
a
your hands
fuck.
dirty some
That's
way,
why he didn't
somehow.
want to do anything.
That's a fact.
But if I'm fucking with you and you holding me down, I'm like, I gotta do something. She out here thugging on my behalf, and I'm just gonna sit here.
That's what
I
I'm
give a
saying.
fuck
That
about
don't
you.
make no sense
I
to
gotta
me.
do something.
That shit was
But-
And
horrible.
for 4 years, that's
but-
So wait,
So
so
what
wait.
you
But
said.
you hear what you saying? But did you break up with him because of that?
I broke up with him because he
Probably
wasn't
because
stepping
of
up in
other
no field.
reasons, but that was the
With no
the root
field.
of
That
it.
was the main, like, that was the umbrella we was under. And it wasn't, because like we were speaking about yesterday, women fall in love with, especially with a man that doesn't have or not on the same level as her, she falls in love with potential. So when you fall in love with potential, you fall in love with, I know this nigga could be a beast. I know
not
how he
speaking
is.
for me.
When,
I've never fell in love with
no, I
Because honestly,
No, I fell in love with potential.
sometimes
You might
potential.
be able to get a couple of bricks.
No. That's different. I fell in love with potential because of the fact that I knew what he did and I knew what he do in his element. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Men go through certain shit, which we could all account for. Men go through certain shit to where sometimes y'all go through what y'all go through and y'all have to learn to get through it to the next step. You understand? So
Right.
I understood, like, yo, when I got with this man, he was on his shit, he was bringing the bread in, he was doing this, he was doing that. Cool, you went down low, I'm gonna hold you down. You're my nigga. You held me down, I'm gonna hold you down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it goes from me holding you down from 1 year to 2 years to now it's 4 years. My career's growing. I'm not in the same spot where I was at 4 years ago.
Right.
You have to meet me somewhere, somehow. You have to help me. You have to contribute some way. And if you can't, it's over. It's done.
Now
you
let
gotta
me.
go.
I want to add to that because I think she said somewhere along line you said he was like, oh, you're not treating me like a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the problem with society is that they have this misconception that treating you like a man is the man is paying all the bills or the man is providing and like fucking caveman era where the man is going out bashing the animal over the head and dragging it home.
Right.
I feel like both parties, in order for a relationship to work, both parties have to provide on everything. Like everything. Financially, emotionally,
Mentally.
Like there
Right.
has to be a balance because everybody's not always like this all the time. There's gonna be times where I might have a little bit more money than you have, and you're gonna have to pick up the slack. There may be times where I'm going through something and I'm stressed out, and I'm gonna need you, even though you're a loner, you're not really a talker or whatever. I'm gonna need you to step up and know that, hey, my bitch needs me to talk to her. She needs that comfort right now. And
Right.
as a woman, you're gonna have to be able to see that in your man. Like, yeah, he's the man, but right now, he need me to be a little bit, I'm from Brownsville, I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx or whatever, but he needs me to be that nurturer right
That little
now because
soft.
that's what he needs right now. And that's the balance that has to come in. And once you understand that in your relationship, you have a relationship,
Yep.
not a partnership where we're in on some business deal,
Right.
not a sponsorship where one person is doing everything.
Sponsorship.
Yeah, no, that's
where
right.
one
that's a
person
good
is doing
one.
everything and the other person's not doing nothing because whenever it's unbalanced, there's gonna come a time where somebody feels that they're being used or they're being taken
Lack
advantage
of
or they're
appreciation.
not getting what they feel they deserve to get, and then the relationship
So
starts
so
to
let's
break
sort
down.
this out. What's the balance? If I'm
Communication.
providing, hold on. If I'm providing everything financially,
Right.
What's the balance? What do I
Okay,
get
so
back?
you're coming in literally, I don't have a bill at all, period.
Yeah,
You're
you
paying
don't
all
have
the
a
bills.
bill at all.
So now I have to see the things that do bother you, that you, so you don't have to deal with, because you're taking away all my financial stress. I don't have to worry about my mortgage, my taxes, my bills, putting food in the refrigerator, food on the table, getting clothes for the kids, whatever, doing all of that.
Right.
So now I have to take away from you all the stress of the other stuff that you would possibly have to do in your life. You shouldn't have to worry about where your meal is come from, or having clean underwear,
Yeah.
or running
The
to
house
do
being
little
in order.
errands and things like that, because you're doing all the other stuff.
Yep.
So it can't be both. It can't be I'm paying the bills, I'm doing this, and then I come home
To a
and
dirty
I gotta
ass
clean up
crib.
behind the door,
And there's
I gotta
dishes
do this.
in the sink
Right.
and all
It's
that.
like,
Right.
and it's not that I'm emasculating you and you're the housewife now because and
you
you're
gotta
the
play
man.
a part.
But it's just like I'm doing this over here because so you don't have to deal with it. You have to do something so I don't have to deal with it. All the stress of the relationship can't be on one person, because
Right.
then the relationship is going to break down. What happens is, I think a lot of times, like I said, there's these preconceived notions and ideologies of who's supposed to do what. You're supposed to take out the garbage.
Yeah, I don't
You're
believe
supposed to
in
do
that.
the dishes. You're supposed to do the bathroom. You're supposed to do the kitchen. You're supposed to pay the bills. You're supposed to cook. It's when you have those things in your mind, it's never gonna work. It's whoever does it. Like whoever get home first, and my daughter needs to eat. That's who's gonna get food.
Right.
Whoever get home, and we know tomorrow's garbage day. That's who's gonna take out the garbage. I'm gonna just leave the garbage there
Garbage
Because
on the
tomorrow
way
his
for
day.
until you go. Like,
Right.
and I think a lot of times that's the downfall of relationships, where people have placed these, jobs on people that is not a assigned job just because I was born with a pussy or because you was born with a dick. That's not my job. I fucking hate washing dishes. I will fucking throw them shits away before I wash dishes. I promise you. I hate it.
I just became
throwing
like that.
them in the fucking garbage before I wash.
No dishwasher for you?
I don't like washing dishes. I will cook whatever you want, but I don't like washing dishes. And that's just something that's not gonna happen. So there are times where my husband will come in because he knows I hate doing it, and he'll see the shit crazy. He'll load the dishwasher, or he'll go out to the store and see like, the shit is getting crazy, he'll wash the dishes, then he'll get like, the plastic or the whatever, so that if we have company over, he knows I'm not gonna want to do the dishes. So these are the things that you have to think about. It's just about, taking care of each other. Like you can't just one hand doing this, cleaning the other hand, because this hand after a while, this hand gonna be nice and soft and pretty, and this hand's gonna be dusty and raggedy.
Right.
You have to do this in order for a relationship to work.
Do you think that that's learned in process?
It depends. It depends who you're dealing with. You have some people that come from very different upbringings, and they don't know. Like, and I'm not even just talking about in a relationship, man and woman in a physical relationship. There's people who don't even know how to be a friend.
Right.
They've never had real friends before. They don't know how to interact with people, and they're just pieces of shit. And sometimes, you have to teach them, like, nah, that's not how you do. That's not what's going on. If you love the person enough.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it takes time to work out.
You will put in the effort to try to, and I don't want to say change them, but to try to show them a better way to communicate, and so that you guys can be together. And if you're willing to put in that time, then it's okay. But I personally, like, I'm one of those people, I don't want to have to do too much work. Like, I feel like it should just happen. If I'm doing all this stressing in it to get you to I want you, like, it's not it.
Not it.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any roles that from the caveman days still carry over to this time?
I don't know.
Or is it a free fall?
Do you answer any question, or did you just ask all the questions?
What do you mean? Nobody asked me a question.
I got a question.
I asked you a long time ago about would you ever get married? You skipped over.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Curved the shit out of it.
I answered it. You didn't even hear it.
No, he answered.
I answered. You didn't hear it.
He would like to do it one day. I heard
You're
him say
answering.
that.
Yeah, I'd like to do it
You're
multiple
alone now.
times. I ain't even.
I'm not antisocial.
You're not antisocial. You're a loner. Let me see. What?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely you want to get
And being
married.
a loner doesn't mean I wouldn't want to get married.
That's absolutely means you don't want to get married.
No,
Unless
it
you're gonna get
doesn't.
married to another loner, and you're gonna have your own house because you want your own space and you don't want her touching your shit.
No, but I'm not mad at that because sometimes I gotta be stay over there.
Let me ask Remy a quick
Be
question.
over here.
Different. Like having one in your own personal space, but being a loner, and being married, you would literally have to find somebody that wants to be a loner too.
My thing is East Wing, West Wing.
She doesn't need that. She doesn't need to be a loner
I need
too.
that.
Being a loner doesn't mean that I don't like people. It just means I dig people. It just means that when I'm by myself,
You're
really
cool.
Like your
being
space
by
to yourself?
myself.
Okay.
So you'll go down to your man cave type shit.
I don't even do he knows.
He's the loner.
After
The
this
whole
show
house
is done,
his man cave.
Yeah.
basically.
All the shit.
After the show is done, 9
This nigga's
times out of 10,
Batman that
I
night.
walk back to wherever I need to go because I get to be by myself. I really dig being by
like
myself.
it.
What I tell people, what I've told every woman I've ever dated, one size does not fit all. Whatever you did for that last dude, whatever I did for the last chick, we're gonna have to figure out the way that we coexist. And the only thing I don't want to bring into this is judgment. You tell me what you like. I promise that I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna approach this with an open mind. So if you tell me that this is the way you like your relationship, this is what makes you feel protected, loved, warm, safe, all that fly shit, and I can do that shit, well then we rockin'. But if I can't do that, doesn't make me the bad guy, doesn't make you the bad guy. You're not evil for liking what you like. I'm not evil because I can't do that.
Though, even though you can't provide all that shit.
It depends on what kind of fucking she's into. Depends on what kind of fucking she's into.
So what you want to ask me?
I forgot now.
My bad. Really? My bad.
I forgot.
It really
All right,
depends on what kind of fuck.
so I gotta ask this because
I do know what I wanted to ask. My bad. How do you feel about the poly relationships?
that
was what you was gonna say?
Because we're talking and you're saying like a lot of these situations don't work. You got to figure out what works for your partner, what works for you. There's been studies, of course, the polygamy has been around for thousands of years, probably longer than monogamy.
Traditional marriage, yeah.
And unless you're Christian, you believe Adam and Eve was just like, it's just me and you forever. You know what I mean?
Cut that out. I'll help you. Carry
All
on.
right, cool. What up? It's gonna stay in there. I don't know what you're talking about. So with this new society that we got, are we open to that type of thing now?
Me?
I'm not.
Everybody. I'm asking everybody. But if you want to answer first, be my guest.
Well, I want to know why she's not first.
What? She don't want to share.
Not relationship wise, like not bringing nobody else into my relationship. But I'm into. We could probably have fun once in a blue.
Which would you rather be in a poly relationship or grant your man threesomes or your husband threesomes throughout the year?
Grant him threesomes. I'm
Remy?
with the threesome thing. I'm not with the extra
Remy ain't
bonding.
grant
and
no
shit.
damn threesome. Stop
I'm
it.
not with the extra bonding and stuff. I could do the threesomes once a year or something.
Once a year?
Yeah, you ain't getting too much.
We doing threesome.
All right,
You doing threesome.
That shit was good. That shit was good.
We doing the
God damn
threesome
it.
is because I want to fuck the
But I'm
bitch.
gonna get another hit.
It's not because
Nah, you can't make
You don't care about
No.
you can't make the rules. See, that's why he didn't work for 4 years. You greedy.
First off, that nigga stopped getting pussy a year before we even broke up because he wasn't doing what he was doing. So no.
Now everything comes out.
Y'all
I'm
was
paying all the
together for
bills.
a year,
I'm doing. That
and
was, it was
then
like a good 6-7 months. I'm doing everything. I'm paying all the bills. You're
Son.
not making me want
2
to fuck
weeks,
you.
it's
You're not
over.
being a man. Like I'm not
It's
cheating on you.
over.
So respect the fact I'm not
didn't you
cheating on you.
cheat? You should have been cheating.
Everybody
What you mean
has-
respect the fact? That's like the basic
That's
duty
not no
in a
basic. If I'm
relationship.
handling
That's a
everything and
basic
I'm
duty
stressed the
in a
fuck out
relationship.
and I
Don't
can't
cheat.
come home and talk to you and you can't. No.
You saying respect the fact I don't cheat on you? Like that's not part
Yeah,
of.
because if a bitch, because let's be real. Any other bitch in 2022 that's holding a nigga down that's not playing his part is cheating.
Absolutely.
You understand? So respect the fact
I
I
know
was
that.
not cheating.
You see what you're saying? That kind of goes against the logic that you guys just threw out there. Because
No, it
now,
don't.
now you're saying that the man definitely has a role that he's supposed to play, and if you
He's
don't
supposed
play
to
it,
step up and
then
help.
you cheat on him.
If somebody's paying for every single thing and they handling everything single thing,
said
the
that.
other partner should definitely step up and
I'm
help.
agreeing with you.
Oh, so
100%.
This is how I feel about that. First of all, I don't think threesomes and granting your man however many a year you allot him to have, that's not polygamy. Polygamy is people who are married and they have multiple wives. And it goes back in history that the only people that were able to have multiple wives are men that were able to provide
For multiple women, right?
for multiple. Nobody should be shorted. Nobody should have less than the other. Now, me personally, I don't think I would ever be able to be in a relationship like that because I'm a lot. Like I'm
What do you mean you're lying?
I'm a lot to deal with. I
Like-
know
like
that
what?
I'm a lot to deal with.
Like what?
Like what the fuck is you
Like
talking
you blowing
about?
horns in the morning and doing cartwheels? Like,
no.
It's time to serve. Like, what are you
I
doing?
require a lot.
What
Like,
are you
I
doing?
want all of your time.
All
to
your
me.
attention.
I want you to be mine. Like I want to possess you. Like
I respect
That's
that.
how I
want
am.
you to
I'm not
be
mad
mine.
at that.
I
How
respect
you
that.
respect
I'm not
that?
mad at that at all.
Because
I
I
wouldn't
like
want I wouldn't want to share my husband with another wife. I wouldn't want my husband to have children
With somebody else.
with someone else. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to differentiate and be like, oh, today's my day.
I'm going
Monday,
down the hole with the
Tuesday,
other wife.
and then he'll be, even though he's providing for all of us, me personally, my mental is not able to, like, I wouldn't be able to not be jealous. And when I say, and I'm not a jealous person, I just feel like if I committed to this marriage, like I would want it to just be me and you.
So here's the
But
question.
I do understand those relationships where men have other wives and they have these families and they all coexist together. However, I do think it's crazy that it's only the men.
Right.
Like,
Why?
but
Why
why?
the women can't have multiple husbands?
Like I would, the same way I'm not opposed for it to men. Like if a woman is able to provide enough pussy to go around for her husband over here and her husband over there, why can't she have 2 husbands?
And enough
Who's
men.
who's the father?
What do you mean? Who's the
Who's
father?
the father? When she gets pregnant, who's
The
the
one
father?
who's fucking
Do
raw.
a DNA test the same way you find out. Fucking ask Maury. Fuck
Yeah,
you
that's some
talking about?
bullshit. Now you gotta wait. Now you gotta, nah,
Like,
son.
but it's like it's not.
But that's
even-
not what
but
women
it would-
want,
But that wouldn't,
in my
wouldn't-
opinion.
That's not what it would be anyway, because we're all family in these
Polygamy, yeah.
relationships. It wouldn't be
It's
who's the
ours.
father, who's this. Oh no, that's your kid. No, these are all our children, and we're all one family. So it really wouldn't be that issue. But I just feel like the world would never accept women having multiple husbands and multiple families the way they're able to accept it.
I agree.
I do not agree with
'Cause the
that.
girl in Atlanta-
Because, bro, listen, bro. 10 years ago, if someone was to tell us, yo, the things that we would accept today, that's going on right now that we're like, yeah.
But
that's
she's
their
talking
thing.
about right now, man.
No, but I'm saying when she says the world will never accept that.
Oh, never. I got you.
What is it gonna
My
be in
bad.
Nah, bro,
2030?
we don't know
I'm just saying
exactly.
now,
Women
but
can't
they,
even
but
have
they.
abortions if they want
Yeah.
to no more. You think they're gonna
Yeah.
let you have multiple husbands?
But you know what
Are you
that's
crazy?
about.
Okay,
You know
but
what
It's
that's
election,
about.
but
it
Matt,
falls into the same
election
vein.
year,
It
so-
falls into the
It's not,
same.
it's not,
no.
not just election year.
It
But-
falls into the same fucking thing. You think we're gonna let you bitches have
Equal rights.
multiple husbands? We y'all gotta have kids by this nigga and that nigga and really get crazy?
All right. So
No, we're not
at
doing
what
it.
point do your basic instincts kick in?
And do what?
but yeah, what you mean?
Because, you know, most women, they don't want multiple men.
Who told you that?
See?
Y'all used to,
We good.
y'all used to
We
say I
don't
was
believe
bugging.
anything.
I'm sorry, what you said?
Y'all used to say I was bugging.
Yo.
Here we go.
But the number one thing.
No.
I don't know what y'all
Let him
talking
finish.
about.
Let him finish.
Don't, no. All right. So you telling me you find a man that's doing what he needs to do, providing for you and doing what you need, your desires, fulfilling your needs, your list, checking all the boxes and all that. You still have the desire to step outside of that relationship.
Do you not hear me when I told you that men and women the exact same thing?
Yeah, there's
just
women-
different
But
body
you're
parts?
not.
We are
We
though.
are. You think so?
Right.
You find
Take me
so. Listen
shopping,
to me.
man.
So you find a chick.
Take me
I have no
shopping.
problem with that.
Pay my bills.
I have no
and
problem
when a
with
nigga
that.
jump out from behind the car, like you handle
I
that.
have no problem with that. Clearly, I don't have a problem with that. What I'm trying to explain to you is the same way you men have women. Like I know men that love their girl. If they girl left them tomorrow, they would fucking sign themselves to Slit Your Wrist Records and drop their single, I'm Killing Myself, tomorrow.
And they still fucking.
And they still
yeah.
go beautiful,
Yeah.
take care, do everything that's and they still go. It has nothing to do with the fact that he loves her less or anything. That's just what it is.
Right.
But why can men not fathom just because you
She
have
got
a
a
man
vagina.
that you don't, you're blind?
Because instinctively, we're seed planters. It's what we do. You can't get pregnant by two guys. But if you got pregnant,
That is not
then
true.
that man can keep continuing.
That is
Okay,
absolutely
I'm
not
just
true.
like
That is
But
not true.
That's
instinctively,
not true.
That's not
okay,
true. That's
they,
not true.
They
And
tell the
listen to me.
whole
I'm gonna give you. Listen to me.
planet.
I'm gonna give you a
Yo,
better example.
animals,
Listen to
you
me.
guys are doing the wrong thing.
I'm
Da-da-da, you're
so
doing the
glad
wrong
you
thing.
brought up.
Yeah,
animals.
let's
I know
go.
What he do, right? I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yes, go ahead.
Get
Let's
'em.
see.
Because if you have, let's take lions for instance.
Yes.
The pride of lions. When the woman lion is in heat, you think she only cares about
The one lion?
The one like.
No, she wants the powerful one.
Up, but it's up for whoever comes. Like they're literally coming from wherever.
Dolphins fuck all the males, and so they don't kill the baby.
The dolphins is different. Them niggas pull out.
Like yo,
Like, for
what?
Dolphins is the only other species
Right.
on the planet that pull out.
What I'm trying to tell you is that, like, there's all of these misconceptions
We think
that
the
are
same way.
fake, etched in stone. Like, and this is why guys be going crazy. This is one of the main reasons because he be like, I'm
See?
paying all her bills. I'm fucking sending this bitch here. Why did she do that? She's a whore. No, she's just like you, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Like,
She might be a
Remember,
whore.
no. Remember when we used
Yeah,
with
she
Joe?
might be a whore.
Remember when we
might
was
really
with
be a
Joe
whore.
Button and Big O's right there, and I was like, chicks are doing this. Y'all bleep me out. I was like, no, they not. One and one A is telling you right
Facts.
now what's going on.
So you didn't answer my question. though.
what?
If a man is checking all the boxes, you telling me you're still looking like outside of that? Because to my knowledge,
Personally or just on the broad
to my
scope?
knowledge, okay, for women, you guys,
You
for the most part,
You think
y'all
women
fuck
don't
with
want-
this. Y'all fuck with this. We don't do that. We don't do that. Like, men, like how many do we do that?
Math.
We don't do
Man,
that.
I'm
bro.
gonna be honest with you,
We
man.
don't do that,
I
bro.
think you don't fuck for this.
Man,
But I'm a,
Fuck for this.
Yeah, but that's different. They come up in different type of conditions for that type of
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you what the
some
problem.
people,
Go ahead.
some girls just want to fuck.
That's it.
Not even
That's what
for
I've been
money.
saying.
Yes.
Not even for money. Oh, I heard he got a big dick. I want to fuck him.
Yes.
Oh, he's cute. I want to fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bored. I want to fuck him.
Wow.
Oh, my period is over. I want to fuck him. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, my
you don't
pinky's
really-
on. I
You
wanna
don't
fuck
really
with
need it. Oh my God. You don't really need a reason.
This is great.
Like,
Oh,
you're
never
sitting
mind.
and you're making up reasons as to why. Like, there's really no reason. Women are human beings, just like men.
I think-
Yes, when we find somebody, is it more noticeable because we wear our heart? Some of us wear our hearts on our sleeves. Is it more noticeable to be like, all right, she cares about him, and this is the person that she wants to be with? So she's like literally tunnel vision on this one guy. She don't even see nobody else. Does that happen? But does that also happen with men? Yes.
But I think we're talking
Yes.
about I think we're talking about two different times in life. I think that's where the disconnect here is coming in. Math is very specifically talking about relationship into long-term partnership type
Right.
business. Whereas I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe most of the behavior you're describing from women, we're not talking about women in committed situations. 9 times out of 10, we're talking about women who are
Oh, so you
still fairly young.
wanna fuck the same dick for 29 years.
Thank you.
Oh, gotcha.
Word.
No.
This is what I be trying to
I said
explain to
explain to
y'all.
y'all.
I said
Like,
correct me if
that
I'm
when we
wrong.
doing this
Oh,
men
you
versus
get that
women
fire.
shit, when we doing the men versus
I've been saying this on all the shows.
I
Y'all
said
called me
correct- I said
crazy.
correct me if I'm
Y'all
wrong.
called
I mean-
me crazy for this.
I mean, yeah, but y'all
Fire.
seem to think. See, what I know is y'all seem to think that y'all know how women think.
I don't.
I said
I'm
no,
not doing
no.
that.
I said because he
No.
said women. No, wait, talking about because you said they deal with the
this is-
heart and
but-
all that.
But
Yeah.
no,
And
I'm gonna tell you what
I
the
don't-
issue is. How it's not just about that. What comes into play is nobody wants to eat Frosted Flakes every day for breakfast for the rest of their lives. Now, what you do as a man is you have Frosted Flakes every day. That's the staple. But now you might have pancakes with it today. You may have grits and bacon with it tomorrow. Like you have to, in order for women to be in that space, you have to mentally, you have to, stimulate her mentally as well.
Right.
Because just fucking is
So,
not gonna
okay,
do it.
so that box is checked also. You still looking?
Why are you still looking? So if all the boxes is checked for men, are you still looking?
What box? Hold on.
No, she meant for
Wait,
women. She meant the boxes for women.
all of my boxes.
Yeah. All of your
My box includes
your
looking.
lady-
My box includes looking. Like if you gotta be cool with me looking. If you're not, then
looking is
it's
one
not
thing.
gonna.
Looking, you mean looking like physically just looking, or actually
No,
engaging
no,
in outside relationships?
Acquiring.
That's crazy. So
How is it crazy?
That's poly.
No, that's one size
no,
fits all. That's not one size fits
so
all.
I'm asking him. He can't fathom that a woman would have a man that all the boxes is checked and she's still looking somewhere else. But
that's
it's
standard.
perfectly normal for a man to have all the boxes checked on his chick.
No, you guys
And
speak
one
for
of them
yourselves. I'm
include,
saying one of my
I'm
boxes
looking.
is I get to look.
I keep saying one size don't fit all.
That's not right.
Everybody has different ways of how they deal
I
with a
keep saying
relationship,
that.
and I
Yeah,
keep
that's
saying
it.
that there
Keep
is
saying
no
that.
standard and formal way. What makes her feel good might not make me feel good. What you're willing to tolerate, I might not be willing to
Yeah.
tolerate. It just goes round and round.
So you want to find a woman who realizes that one of your boxes is looking somewhere else.
That
Will
box,
you-
but
will you
understand
toler-
that box comes at a high
Will you tolerate
price.
that box on her list?
Usually that's just not the case. And I say that like people ask
That's
me.
a no
People
for
ask,
him,
no, hold
dog.
on.
That's
Hold on.
that's
People
it's a
ask me that
no.
question a lot, but I have yet to run into that female that's like,
Not that
yeah,
you
I
know
want to
of.
do this and I want to do this.
Well, no,
But
not
when
that
Joe-
he has,
I haven't
if
met
he
her.
has,
But
then he
when
has.
Joe
It
said
doesn't
it
mean
to
they don't
you-
exist.
Because Joe said poly means that the woman can bring in a man too. And you was
he
like,
said
hell no.
polygamy, not polygamy.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Yeah, different joints.
But Joe ain't going for that shit either. So I don't even.
Nah, he was
No,
playing-
he
said
wasn't saying
shit.
that he wasn't going for it. I'm just saying that everybody,
Listen,
everybody's through the
look, we
regular
talk a
period.
lot about balances, but
But you
At the end
feel
of the
that
day-
men should have rights that women don't.
no, not rights.
Yeah.
But women have a privilege that we can never experience,
What is that?
and that's giving birth. We can never experience that.
could
We
never
might
get my
walk
dick sucked. What
around
you
with
talking about?
That's
like,
a fact.
you
'Cause I
say?
definitely want to know
Like,
how I feel. I want to know
what
how
are
I
you
feel to
talking
go
about?
inside
Like, you
pussy.
basing it on the fact that you can give birth.
It's the best thing in the world.
Look,
I heard it's
if
warm.
Misfit was here, she could probably tell you what that. But anyway,
Oh my.
for
Shout out
us,
to Misfit.
that's
Yeah.
that's the sis. But that's like your role. That's a beautiful
Not my
thing
role.
about women.
That's not my role.
Remy,
I'm
you get that.
sorry,
You get that
but
you're not like you're not. You really can't speak for the masses when it comes to it. You get that you think very differently than the average
They
woman
should
that
think
we
more
run
like
into.
me.
I
They'd be
agree.
better off.
I didn't say
But
anybody.
then you
I
would
didn't
be
say
on
that.
babies if you're
That's
saying
not
that. Like,
true.
I didn't say-
why
I
would
have
you?
2 children.
All right, so why
But
is
that's
that
not
not
my
your
role.
role?
That's not my job. That's not my job. To
Whose
have
job is
babies.
it?
Really?
It's not my job to
Whose
have
job is it?
babies.
What's
It's
your
something-
job then?
it's
Do you
something-
believe that's
my
part
job,
of
I
your
have 7
job?
jobs. I'm an entertainer.
I don't believe that's
I
a part
have
of
my
my
I'm,
job.
not, I'm not saying
That's
something
not
you
my
get
job.
paid for,
In a relationship,
but it's something that
it
you
is
have
not
that
my
we can't
job
have.
to have babies because there's some men that can't produce. They can't give me a baby.
Low sperm count.
So does that mean he's like jobless?
Bliss,
You're
yeah.
unemployed?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, and that's why that hurts
So-
to
No,
live
because
like
that's
that.
why they invented like IVF and
so
things like that.
so
no.
a woman that can't have children is useless.
right?
I'm
no.
not saying she's useless. Why would you
If
say
that's
useless?
her job,
Because she
if
said
your
that's
job,
her role, that's her
No,
job.
I'm saying,
That's
but,
what she's going based
but
upon.
we were talking about the differences in men and
not
women.
my
I'm
job.
saying there's things that you can experience that I can experience.
And
right?
you think everything
Correct.
that you can experience, I can't.
No, I'm asking you. There's things that you can experience that I can experience. True?
Yes.
All right.
The same way there's things
also
that you
vice
can
versa.
that
So,
I can't.
right. And instinctively, there's things within me that you probably don't feel because we're not the
One
same.
of them is not only wanting to be with one person for like.
I don't.
Say
I
it one more
don't.
time for math.
Again, 2 things. One, no, one size does not fit all.
Mm-hmm.
And number 2, I think the main reason you're running into this roadblock, this
Mm-hmm.
buzzsaw, is because Remy doesn't think like
Well,
the average,
other
the
women.
regular
Yeah,
woman.
I agree.
And you're trying to.
I'm not trying to explain. I'm just trying to say
She's a very bad
we're not.
spokesperson for women in general. She's a terrible spokesperson.
No, she is not.
I
No,
can
she's
see.
not.
No,
No,
stop.
I can't say that.
Let me get this
No,
off.
let me
I can't say
can
that.
see women, by and large, in mass, being mad as fuck at some of the shit coming out of her mouth right now.
I've been told before all male chauvinists are male.
I rest
I've been
my
told that.
case.
I've been told that before, but the problem is I'm a realist.
It does. I'm not
and
saying
a lot
you're
of-
wrong or right.
and a lot of people, some women, like to live in a fantasy world
Yeah.
where everything fits into a box and the box is checked and this is your role and this is that. And when shit don't go that way, that's why they home
Or how we're close.
crying, ready to sign themselves to Slit Your Wrist Records.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like what?
Scooby Doo? Because
What?
that sounds like
What?
you're explaining exactly what I'm saying.
No, it's
doesn't
not.
sound like
That's
that.
what I. Yeah.
No,
That sound like she's explaining exactly
you're
what I'm
trying
talking
to
about.
say that men, we think like this, but women, y'all think with your hearts. All women don't think like that. All women
Can we
don't
take a
think
survey
no,
in the
not
room?
even, definitely not all, but
Let me
most.
tell you something. Don't kill me, ladies, please. I just have
The
to tell
fact that
this
you even
'cause
have
they're
to say that
they're
before you
getting
say
on my
what
nerves.
you're about to
Sometimes
say.
we go along with some of the shit that we know y'all think about us because it just makes life easier.
Easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
this nigga think that I'm gonna let him
Likewise.
think that.
Yeah, and that's not a. That's
But
not
we're
a.
smarter than you guys.
We are.
So it really doesn't matter.
No,
Until
you're
you
not,
get them
you're
so
not
crazy
smarter than
right
us.
now.
We are.
You just
That is
scheme.
a fact.
You
That
just
is
scheme
not a
longer
fact.
than us.
That is
Listen.
That is
statistically
not
a
a
Listen.
fact.
All
fact.
right.
No, it's not.
You ever had like somebody on the block that was weaker than you but talked too much shit and you would like not really bully them but like you could get the best of them.
Yeah, everybody does
So
that.
once that person
just
realized,
math.
yo, I can't fight you physically, they start doing little sneaky shit and talking to this person, making up rumors about you and all that. That's
Scheming.
women.
No,
Y'all
it's not
scheme longer than us, but no, you're not smarter than us.
From birth, women,
I hear you.
girls
Uh-huh.
are more mature
Your frontal lobe developed
And-
earlier.
than men.
Your
Right.
frontal
It's just a,
lobe
it's
developed.
just
You know
a
what?
fact.
Right.
no,
okay,
let us play
I
this
understand that. But doesn't mean that you're smarter
That
than
just
them.
means you mature faster.
Because once my shit develop, it's over for you.
I want to go with that. I want to go with that.
Nah, because you got used to thinking you was smarter, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, niggas is smarter.
So when a girl is with a bum dude and is always messing with trash dudes and keeps saying men are trash, and I don't understand how he finessed me, that's bullshit. Because if you're gonna say you're smarter than us, you knew what you was getting into.
Yeah, most
women
people
know what
when they're being finessed.
Yeah.
That's men or women. The same way when men, you be like, yo, this nigga's a trick, he's doing this, he's that. Like, he know he's being finessed, but as human beings, nobody wants to be hurt.
Of course
So
not.
we create these false
narratives in our head.
these not even narratives. There's this false environment that makes us feel more comfortable with what we're doing. She really loves me. She fucking other niggas, but I know she really loved me. Like, nigga, you know she really don't. You know it's because you got the bag. But it makes you feel better and you can deal with it better. The same way sometimes with women, they know like, all right, yeah, I know he be doing me wrong, he doing this, but the feeling that she gets when he's not doing that trumps the feeling that she feels when she's feeling fucked up. So they tolerate certain shit. There may come a time when they don't tolerate it no more, and there may be times where this is just how the cycle goes. Because people, as human beings, we just want to feel good.
Or maybe they like what's happening. Maybe what's happening actually makes them feel good.
But understand that there's always gonna be a line that makes us different. If I'm standing on the corner,
we are different, but we're
Kay walk up to me and slap the shit out of me,
than people think.
niggas is gonna be watching to see if I'm a hitter or I'm gonna do anything, or you know what I mean. And if I do that, oh, this nigga wildin'. But the other way around,
It's
they
okay.
on it from the rip. There's a difference. There's always going to be a difference between men and
But that has
women.
nothing to do with men and women. That has to do with the way society.
No, it has to do with men and women because physically we're just we're built different.
I know.
We're built to protect you.
That's not true. There's some niggas that I will slap across the fucking street because we're built different. You're just a little nigga.
What you said,
what are you talking about?
Yesterday?
Like,
you said men are the new what?
Bitches.
Remember, that was one of the questions I had.
You know where that comes from?
Where'd that come from?
This thinking that we're the same. That's where it comes from. It comes from not supporting, all right, you're a man, this is your role, this is what you do. It comes from, oh, do whatever you want to do. Do you want to be a girl? Do you want to be a boy? Do you want to? No.
No, I think it comes
That's where that comes from.
so you telling me, using the same example that you have, right? You standing on the block, girl comes, smacks the shit out of you. You feel differently than when I'm standing there on the block with my girls and you come and smack the shit out of me? Neither one of us want to get the shit smacked out of us in front of, like,
But I'm just saying generally.
So what plays into that whole, whether who does the smacking, is society's perception of what just happened. When a woman does it, because it's a woman and there's all these perceptions that women are weaker than men and all these other situations, it's not taken as, oh, she really violated. It's like, oh, she violated, but whatever. Now, if you do, it's like, oh, he's out of pocket. He's totally out of pocket. And that's all society-based things, because there's some countries, not here, where you will get a woman will be stoned to death. People
that's
come
a
in
fact.
and add more
That's a
rocks to
fact.
it. Like,
That's a fact.
Stone her.
But I beg to differ.
And it
because
won't, no, and it
I beg
won't
to differ
be
because I guarantee
nothing
you,
at
if I
all.
was to sit here and play a video of women smacking the shit out of men and men smacking the shit out of women, one of them is just gonna look more violent than the other one.
It depends where you're playing the video. Because like I told you, there are countries where women do certain things and you will literally stone her to death. They will be throwing rocks and other women will be throwing stones too until she's dead.
Because there's a position in that
this
society.
Is the way their society is. So I think here in this country, we've been programmed, we've been programmed, thank you. We've been programmed to think like this whole damsel in distress and protect the woman. And that has nothing to do with us as black people, because that's not of us. That's how a lot of us and our ancestors lost their lives because they're after our women, protect the women. So there's a lot of that still trickling down to where women have to be protected and women are so dainty, and that's really not the case, because like you said, one of the main things that we do that y'all can't do is one of the hardest fucking things that I've ever had to do in my life.
Have a baby.
And it's not even it's just the whole process of it. You have to be strong. Like if people knew the statistics of women that died in childbirth,
it's crazy.
Like,
especially black women.
They would know how strong you really have to be.
But do you know how
to
mentally
counter
strong a
that.
man has to be to deal with a pregnant?
You know what?
Yo, son, you don't understand, bro.
No.
All women
Whoa.
say when they're pregnant, though.
Whoa.
But I mean, it is a rugged thing. But
0
I
to
mean,
60,
watching
bro.
that stomach getting big and having to lay on the
No,
side
and it's a
breathing,
beautiful thing.
It's crazy.
And this is what I'm saying. Like,
That's crazy.
No.
Like,
Imagine a fucking hole on your body this big being stretched this fucking big. What are you talking about? That's
ain't getting
crazy.
ripped.
No, the whole
it's
process.
natural.
The whole process.
so it's not crazy.
No.
It's like saying, it's raining outside. That's crazy. No, it's natural. Shit is natural.
So
it rains
because
here.
it's natural, that means it's not crazy?
No, it's not crazy.
Bro, when you sit
I
there
think the more
and
that
you
we
sneeze
call
10
things
times in a row,
crazy.
that's not crazy?
Yo, were you
No,
in
it's
when
not.
your kids
That's
was-
allergies.
Yo, were you in
No,
the
but
room when your
not.
kids was born?
Yes.
And so you saw them come out in the purple shit and all,
All
the
that. I
rest of
saw
that shit.
all that
When I
crazy
saw
looking
that
stuff.
in my eyes, I said my baby mom's is a beast for doing this shit. Seeing her take the needle in her
and this
back
is what I'm
and all
saying.
that,
Like,
that was the next
as
level
women,
for me.
No, that's
you guys are like,
Epidural is some new shit.
Epidural, yeah.
Let's flashback a few
you guys are
years
like-
back before that.
you guys are
It
like
wasn't
gods
that.
on earth. And that's why you're held to a higher standard. That's why I could go around this block and smash all the chicks on the block, but you can't, because people will look at you a certain way.
She can.
Because you're held to a higher standard. You're the mothers. You're
perception
the ones
wouldn't be
that
the
teach
same.
us,
He's
yo, don't go out there killing everybody. Don't load up a machine gun and go through a school killing little kids. Like, that's who you are. We hold you to a higher standard.
Fathers
But
do
the
that
more
too,
that y'all
though.
try to be like, we're the same. No, we're not the same.
There's
But
definitely
is
something
that
in
the
there.
premise of your new rap battle? Because now you got men
Versus
with the women,
women.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So are you
And all
trying
the
to
women
show,
are gonna lose.
huh? So are you
all
trying
of
to
Jesus
show?
Christ.
All of them.
Yo, she's ready to.
Jesus
Boy,
Christ.
wow.
Remy, my question
Boy,
to you,
wow. Women been smoking men in
Remy,
battles for years.
Remy, my
Jesus
question to
Christ.
you is,
Yes.
look,
Yes.
my question to you is because you said at first that it's an all-female rap league. So you
is.
adding the men now to show that the women are just as good?
Absolutely.
Yeah, better.
And better.
But why?
I'm so
You
quiet.
don't believe that shit. I know you don't believe.
Math.
I'm so
You
quiet.
don't rap better than me. Get up. Get up.
What?
You don't rap better
Get in
than
your bag, Rim.
You lying?
me. You don't rap better.
You're lying.
On God, I feel like that.
My
In my
nigga.
heart, in here.
I gotta be
Since women think with their heart and her
for
heart.
me to kill you on. Whenever you ready. Whenever you ready.
You know what would be a great?
Swear to God, whenever you ready.
Wait,
Whenever
don't
you
say
ready.
anything yet. Let this
Yeah,
go.
Whenever
Let this
you
go.
ready.
Let this go.
Ever.
Listen to me. It's never, ever happened.
Because you're not gonna rap
No,
on it.
in my entire career.
That's why.
In my entire career, from songs that I've done with Pun, to my husband Papoose, to Jay-Z, to Fat Joe.
Oh, I'm gonna be the first?
To Nas.
Oh, shit.
All of the,
That's
Busta
crazy.
Rhymes. It's never happened from when I was a kid to now. It's never in the history of my career happened that
She
a
gonna walk
nigga
on
kills
you.
me on record. It's never
gonna
happened.
walk
Alright.
on you.
Yo,
I can't wait. I
hold
can't.
on. Can we
I
see
can't.
a battle
I
between
can't.
Math and Remy?
No, I want to hear the track.
Let me
no,
know.
I'm
Let me
putting
know.
money
You saw what I did with Method Man?
I'll put money behind that.
Put
You
the
saw what I did
battle
with
on
Method
record.
Man?
No, I missed it.
Let's do a one-rounder, 5 minutes. That would be ill. Math versus Remy.
I want to hear the
put my bread on
record.
Remy.
I want to hear the record.
Bread on Rim.
Fuck the
I'm
record.
gonna tell you my reasoning, right? So let's just first we gotta do my
Oh,
promo.
yeah.
Saturday,
Uh-huh.
June 11th.
June 11th,
June 11th.
Chrome 23.
You're doing 2
presents
dates, right?
Ladies and gentlemen. The day before, on Friday, June 10th, I have a one-shot card.
Okay.
Where it's a bunch of girls that's coming in and they all doing one-rounders. So that they can because there's so many women that's been in it, and when we doing battles, we only pick from a certain amount because
Gotcha.
what people understand, this is a business and you have to put people in the card that's going to make people buy tickets.
Right.
There's so many people that are talented and I want to give them a chance to
Fire.
show that, you know, maybe
Fire.
we can put them on the next
On
card.
the
or
big
whatever.
card. Yeah.
But I have the ladies and gentlemen card. And the reason why I did this, even though it's an all-female battle rap league, is because I feel like as women, we are always giving our flowers as women. Even when we're battling other women. She's good as a woman.
Right.
So, me personally, I feel like I never really got my just due until you can prove that you're just as good as that next to a man. And that's in any field, not just rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
In any occupation, we always have our gender, but before female cop, female lawyer,
They choose a man.
female, you know, whatever. It's just you could be there'll be like a female cab driver, female bus driver. Like your gender is always placed there. Like I've never heard a guy. It's like, how does it feel, you know, being a male rapper? No one asks
At all.
anybody that. They ask all the time, you know, being a female rapper.
How does it feel being a male nurse?
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of less female rappers than men, especially back then. So that's probably why, because you was in a male-dominated
I'm
arena.
just talking about any field, though. Any field. Female cops.
I think it's
female
based on majority,
firefighters,
though.
Female basketball players. Like, you're always going to be held
That's
here
the
compared to
I
the
mean,
men.
sports is different because
Sports
we're
is-
built different.
It's
physically.
physical.
Like, yeah.
It's a lot
It
more
depends
physical.
what the sport is.
Yeah,
It
true.
depends what
It's
the
a lot
sport
more
is.
physical.
It depends what the sport is. But I say all of that to say, I want, and I don't think all the women are going to lose.
It depends on who's on the card.
So I have.
I'll predict this whole shit right now.
Well, you want to hear my original card before I had to switch it around?
No, because other leagues are gonna hear your original card.
No,
and
well,
probably
there's nothing
run
they can
with
do
it.
about it. I don't really care.
Okay,
Like
cool.
my original card was supposed to be, it was supposed to be Prestavia versus J2.
What?
Yeah, it's Prestavia and J2.
Female battle, but go ahead.
It is not a female
It
battle.
is a female
Stop it.
battle.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
all right.
It's very much a man. It's very much
He's starting trouble
I
already.
hear you. Nah,
very
He's starting
much-
trouble already.
Look it up, bro. Like, you be
No,
all
I'm
right.
just- your sexual preference does not change your gender.
All right.
You have to physically
Oh,
do that in
okay.
this day and age.
I get
But
you. man.
the second one is Official versus Av.
Yeah, Av's taking that.
What?
Av is taking that.
It's Official versus Av. Gaddis versus Rum Nitty.
Yeah, Rum Nitty's taking that. Let's go.
And it was supposed to be Vixen versus Twerk and Miss Hustle versus Tay-Rock.
Hustle was taking that. Definitely.
Twerk. He don't.
That's the
he don't
original
stay
card?
focused. He
Yeah, that's the
don't-
original card.
He
That was
choked
my
too
original
much.
I can see
Now-
Vixen
If
taking
you
that
put him
battle.
up against chokers, you know,
But
they're gonna do
Twerk
What's
is
the
not
card
a choker.
now?
A prepared twerk is not. Is
a prepared twerk is dangerous,
Very.
Yeah.
but it's the gamble is always is he gonna
No,
be prepared?
It's hit and
he
miss
he
with
was
that.
Absolutely prepared. Remember, I put this card together with my other card in February,
Right.
early March. So people's had 2 months plus.
The card you was trying to
prepare.
get me on.
The card that I was trying to get you on, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, we're not.
Because
Okay.
I might, yeah, we're not gonna. You want to
All
talk
right,
about it?
cool.
Because
Yeah,
I really
no.
feel a fucking way about it. So
Why?
let's not-
Why do you feel away?
Because when I fucking ask somebody to do something, they just fucking do it. They don't. You was giving me a hard time. I shouldn't even be here. I really came here to fight you.
You really came here to.
I really came here to fight
I'm
you.
not gonna fight you, man.
Who did you
I
want
ain't
him to
gonna fight
battle?
you. No.
I should take advantage of that woman privilege, right? Just smack the shit out of her.
You see
That's why
that?
we
See
came
that?
just be like,
See, that'll be some shit.
That's what women
That'll be
we
some
do
shit.
that though.
Why though?
Because
Really?
because you piss me off and I want to fucking smack you and I know I can't beat you, but I'm a fucking.
See the great thing
And
about
hope
me
you don't
is
hit me back.
I've learned to ignore women.
Nah,
to ignore
I'm
the
not
shit
gonna
that they
lie.
say.
I don't hit niggas because I always think if I was a nigga, I'ma knock
Yeah.
this bitch out.
When I swing on a nigga, I be prepared for them to hit me
I
back.
don't hit. I don't hit.
How
Can I ask you a question?
just not swinging
Hold
though?
on.
Why just not swing? Why just try not swinging? Why not just keep your hands to yourself
Some
and
niggas-
avoid all of the
let me
Some
ask
above?
niggas know how to push them buttons.
If
You think
I
women
know where that
don't
came
how to
from,
push
man. I know where
buttons?
that came from. It's okay,
Some niggas know how
man.
to push.
It's okay, man. It's okay. man.
Wait.
She's not here. She's not here.
I'm so
It's okay, my
lost.
nigga.
Wow.
It's okay.
I've been there. I've been there right here.
Ah, she called me right here. Ah, been there.
Stop. Math. Let me just put this out.
Just saying.
Let's put this out. I've never been hit by a woman. I've never had a woman.
So what you got the restraining order for?
Oh, because she was
Right.
systematically trying to burn my life down.
Systematically.
And she was calling the cops and pointing the finger. And when the cops show up at your door, first thing in their head is, you did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when they
Mm.
started giving her cues on shit to say about me while I'm standing there, as if I'm like, what the
Because
fuck just
they're
happened?
probably trying to hit.
Oh no,
That's it.
I get a probably the captain, but I get a restraining order to say, hey, it's documented that on this day I asked this woman to stay the fuck away from me permanently. And otherwise, I got nothing written down. It turns into her word versus mine. And because I'm a man, I live under the assumption of guilt, which means when they show up, the first words out of their mouth is, what did you do?
black man.
And I have to
Black
answer
man.
that question.
And I'm
if
still
I don't
Jackie,
answer it
you
right,
did something. I want you to know that. I want you to know.
oh, I 100% did something that she feels warranted everything that came down the pipe. I don't question that shit. Of course she thinks I deserve what she was doing. Did I? No. No, telling her to go the fuck away from me and this is over because I don't want you blowing up my line. I don't want you insulting my aunt when she calls because it's a woman's voice. Like, shit like
But
that.
you violated, Mac, because you was
Should've thought about
you was the
that
50th
before
nigga to tell her that.
See how fast that happened?
Should have thought about that.
No,
before
stop. Did you hear what she said?
Can I ask this
What
question
did
right
she
here?
say?
Don't
And that's
answer
the
your own
difference.
fault.
Care, she was
And
calling
that's the
him big time
difference.
disrespecting his aunt.
We
He
don't
ain't
do it with
caring.
this.
He
We
didn't
don't do it with
care.
this.
Y'all both
Fuck
said
my
we don't
aunt.
do it with
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why you started answering your own now?
Then
We don't do it with
no more.
this.
Like, don't
If we
disrespect my aunt.
cut
Nah, nigga.
we do it with
Fuck
this.
that.
But all the other stuff, that wasn't with this.
I actually
Nah,
deaded her
that
off.
wasn't.
I actually deaded her off for sex a while before that happened.
Oh,
Almost
you
like
a
your
savage.
homegirl is talking.
You're a
I told
savage.
her no. And I'm about to get super personal. When my father passed, and I looked over at him and was like, what the fuck am I still doing here? Like, why am I putting up with this? Why do I feel like this is what I deserve from anybody? I'm a good dude. I'm trying to do the right thing out here, and this is what I'm getting? Shorty, get away from me. And that was all she wrote. And after that, her not having that level of control, snap. Because as a pretty woman, she's not used to anybody telling her no. Most women, especially gorgeous ones, are not equipped to
You
hear
heard what she
no.
said a couple seconds ago?
Pretty girl
Factory setting.
privilege.
You just supposed to do what I say.
You didn't open up the door, so I'm coming in and violating you because you told me no.
What was you gonna say, huh?
I'm not denying it, so I don't like to
Yo,
be told no.
fellas, you
Yo, can I
deserve
get this?
better. Don't stay
I
in
wanna
those
ask you
situations.
Fellas, do you want? Nah.
She said,
I almost said something crazy. Woo.
she said something about swinging, right? No, hold on. If a woman swings on a dude, should that relationship automatically be done?
If I was
Or-
the guy, absolutely, this relationship is over. Don't put
There's
your
no
hands on me.
giving her a chance or nothing,
You're
right?
gonna get me locked up because I'm gonna break your jaw.
Because you know, guys.
I'm just talking
on,
as if I
on
was
the
the
first
guy.
swing, a guy'd be like, if
No, what guys you know?
There are guys
On
that
the
like
first
that.
swing, he's getting a restraining order.
There you go. No, the first swing, the first thing I needed.
There are guys that like that,
Officer,
huh?
I'm gonna document this
There you
right
go.
here.
Remember
Because
what
abusive
you said-
relationship
Remember what you said about reflex? That's why I get a
Nah.
restraining
yeah, but
order.
an abusive
Listen to
relationship,
me.
it's not just a one-time thing. It's over time.
But
so
do you remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Don't even yell at me. Like there's levels to it. Like I don't want to. You have to have your boundaries. So I feel like anybody who I've ever saw get swung on once, there's usually another swing on twice.
Look,
First one miss.
I gotta say
Second
this.
one connect. Like
I gotta say this
Relationship done, right?
for all of us. For all of us. A lot of us are coming from environments where we've seen a lot of trauma. We've seen a lot
now
of
we
things.
traumatized.
Yeah, we wake up during the day and we go on Instagram, we see people that look just like us being killed and treated like they're less than humans. It takes a lot for all of us to reach a point in our minds, a level of consciousness where you decide this is not what we deserve.
Agree.
So for the people out there who haven't figured it out yet, don't hold that guilt against yourself. You can be better and you do deserve better. And for the people that's going through it, if that's what's going on, step away from that shit.
Word.
Get as far as you can away from that shit.
Fucking restraining order.
She not getting over that.
That's
not at all.
No, but for guys, it's like, yo, women do that shit like, what you said? Oh, you yelled too? All right, nigga. I don't need a restraining order. But for guys, it's like,
I never got a restraining
Yeah,
order.
yo, you be standing outside the precinct like, damn, I feel like a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm calling my brothers.
What are you doing?
Brothers, my uncles.
You want to yell at people? Hold on 1 second.
If I called,
Stay right there, hold up.
if I called the
Keep
women,
that same energy
if
when
I
they
called
get
the women for shit like that, it's going. Yo,
That was me. My brothers.
hold
My
on.
brother will tell a chick, "I'll go get my sister right now.
Yeah,
Play with me."
That's a
I'm-
fact.
They knew
I'm a brother.
when I come, it's up to you. That's it. So go ahead, play with my brother if you want to.
I got 3 sisters.
I tell anybody I'm
one
dating,
that-
I'm like, yo, don't argue with no man.
Word.
Don't say nothing crazy.
Word. Leave it
Just
alone.
come get me. If you can't do that, walk the fuck
Walk
away.
away.
Because if that nigga put his hands on you and
It's
I
a
can't
whole
find him
nother
later,
level.
we both gonna
But
be
there's a
sitting here
double-edged
mad.
sword to that because you have to know who the woman is because I've seen women
Let's talk about
use
it.
men as weapons. Like when I call them, it's for a real reason.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
seen so many people literally die. Then got their baby fathers killed. Then got their brothers killed. Then got their uncles killed
Calling them
because
from
they know
miscellaneous
that
shit.
they got the family member that'll go.
Yeah.
And there's always that one cousin, that one sister that I'm calling my brother. I'm calling it'll be over some
Right.
bullshit that
So,
they done did.
yeah, that's true. You have to know the women.
Let's just know, be clear, guys.
Just
know
this
who
week,
you're dealing with.
I moved into a new building. There's an NFL player's girlfriend who was at the pool. You know, my oldest daughter, she's rough. She's used to playing with her brothers. So she was a little rough with her daughter and like pushed her under the water. It scared the shit out of me, so I know it scared the shit out of her. But her reaction and the way she was yelling at my daughter.
Tell her what you did when you jumped in the water.
Yeah, I pulled her out and
He
I
pulled
handed
the
her
girl
to,
out.
and she was like, "You better check her. Yo, look at her." And she's pointing at my daughter. My daughter's sensitive. Like she knows she did something wrong. She can tell from my reaction, like, "Oh, what did I do? What did I do?" She doesn't know. She's a little kid. Even her daughter still wanted to play with my daughters.
Right.
But she's spazzing and saying all this
Doing
stuff.
the
I'm like, yo,
most.
you don't talk to kids like that. She said, you know what? How about I go get her father and y'all can sort it out. And I'm like, go get that nigga. But it's stupid. Like, why would you even
Right.
present
And now
that?
this
You know
is
what I'm saying?
Right.
It's what it is.
And now this is happening.
Did he come?
No. Actually, nah. I ain't gonna call him pussy. Because at the same time, he might know the woman that he's dealing
He
with.
knows he's there.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
you did.
Exactly.
What you did.
But
I'm joking, by the way.
They don't believe you're joking.
Not
That's
at
why I
all.
can't joke. Like I'm one of those people. Like if I say something, like I don't even play with people. Like yo, like when I catch you, I'm just like I can't even play like that because people believe that it's gonna happen. I see people say it all the time, and I laugh at them. Like she sounds so cute and fake gangster. Like me, I say stuff and people take me serious. I be banned from places. I can't go in. Like no,
too.
no, Miss Remy. We saw the Matt Hoffa interview and.
You know, we're
It's not
kind of
gonna be a problem
nervous.
tonight, right? Like I said I was kidding.
Hey, yo, this is awesome.
I said I was joking,
that's
but
what that be.
I definitely feel like women and men. I'm saying it again. I feel like we're way more. I don't want to say we're the same. Because I think that's where you lose me. I'm wording it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We're way more similar than people
People
like
think.
to
Give us
men.
credit for it.
right.
And the things that make us different is the way we react to things. Like it still amazes me how guys can control their tears. That shit is the craziest shit to me. Like I've watched men, like people that I know they love their mothers die, and they're just like in the funeral, not once. Like how
You think that that's control? No.
What is
That-
it? What did you shut off your feelings?
that-
How did this
that-
work? Like,
that
teach
is
me.
us.
Because when I get tight, I cry, and now I'm crying, and now somebody got to get beat up.
Yeah.
So teach me, how do you control that? Like, how?
When you watch the Rockwilder interview, you'll understand, like, it's tough for us. Like, it
Because
was an
you're
emotional
told
moment.
you can't be like that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to be like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that chick. I'm not the one that's gonna be like this.
But
It's okay.
but I'm not-
You crying
I'm not
for
a-
me, I'm gonna bring it up later on in the fight. I'm not gonna say nothing right there. I'm gonna be like this. Later
Fuck
on
outta
down the
here,
line,
you
you
crying ass
fucking
nigga.
And you was crying.
Yeah, y'all weaponize that.
Like,
Look,
yeah, absolutely.
That's why we don't.
That's why we don't do it. True.
I didn't say why. I just want to know how. Teach me.
Because
I
a
told
woman
y'all
like you
mad
gonna-
female shit. Tell me something.
Because we
Teach me
know.
something.
No, she's
not
not
it.
asking why y'all don't cry. She's
She's
asking
like,
how.
I'm
telling her
how.
Like, is it a
I don't want to
mental
be in the
thing?
group chat. This nigga cried.
To quote,
outta here.
But is it a mental
to quote
thing, though?
Denzel, in these streets, all you got is
That's
just
facts,
your
that's-
smiles and your cries.
Yeah.
You got to control those, because if you don't,
Shit
people will
hard.
know how to control you.
And it's embarrassment.
When you
attached to it.
weaponize it, it's a fucking
Yeah.
weakness.
Bro.
When you turn it into an
It's like if I
insult,
put an onion right here, there's nothing you can do about it. If something is emotionally attached to me, I've tried to do it before. It's like, you ever had to get like, I don't know, any type of surgery or anything, and you try to fight the anesthesia, they be like,
Yeah.
count to 10.
And it
you
be
like,
over.
You can't do it. Like, I'm that person. Like, I've almost made it. I made it to like 6 one time. I was like, I almost
Nah, I
beat
did
this shit.
too.
Like,
I be trying to
that's
beat it.
What number you made it up to, Kev?
That's some weird shit. I don't remember what number I made it
Yeah.
up to, but my eyes was open for a minute.
Like,
Yeah.
so you like shut your feelings off.
No, it depends. Rest in peace, Black.
Do y'all let
My
it
man-
out after? Like
My
later
man got
on?
killed
Yeah,
right in
after,
front of me.
By
yeah.
yourself?
Yes,
I had to
yeah.
keep everything together for everybody. From his mother to everybody was there, to his brother and all that. At the end of the night, when I walked out of there, I collapsed and I started crying.
But that's because you were
But
so
in that
busy
moment, I had to
handling
keep
so
it
much you
together.
couldn't process your feelings. And once you was able to process
well,
it,
it may not come out. It may not even come out in tears.
Might come out in
it might
anger.
come
Yeah.
out some other
Some
way.
other
Frustration.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that happens.
gonna-
You want to hear something that I'm sure a lot of women don't know? Most men don't
Finally.
trust women with their truth.
Absolutely
Most of
not.
us do not,
Yeah, that's
because
facts.
your ability to weaponize our truth and judge us with it.
Just when I thought this nigga was gonna tell me something, I did.
Yeah, tennis racket.
I thought it was a boss.
Think like a fucking guy. What do you expect? Like, stop thinking you're gonna be surprised
Not to
over
think
here.
like
You're
a
with,
guy.
you're with your own.
Dang.
You in the barbershop. You belong here. Like,
No,
stop it.
But honestly, I think once we start to celebrate the differences between men and women again, you're gonna see a lot more sisterhood. You're gonna see a lot more brotherhood, a lot more love for each other, because we'll respect our roles that we have to play for each other. When you have these lines constantly crossing, then you got a whole bunch of bitch ass niggas outside, and you got a
So
whole bunch of
you did tell
women
me-
that
you did
yo, I
tell
could
me-
go on a shootout with her.
You
Like,
told
nah.
me my role is to have children. What is your role? What is men's role?
To protect.
Protect the children.
To protect you.
Damn, what about protecting the women?
Because look,
Just
I mean,
protect the
it comes
children?
in the package.
if we die, well, we're not all gonna die. But like, if all the men are wiped out except for one, we still have hope.
Yeah.
But if all the women are wiped out except for one,
fucked
you
up.
have no hope.
It's over.
You have
We
no
in
hope.
trouble.
It's over for you. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
over.
So it's always been the role for us to protect y'all.
Not really.
That's just
Really?
a fact. That's not
What's
a
gonna
nigga.
happen?
Because we
We're
can't
gonna die out.
reproduce and y'all can.
We'll die out.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we'll be all.
Y'all all die.
reproduce.
But if you
Yeah,
got
we
one
can't.
woman left, it's not dying out.
faster.
You know what the baby's gonna look like 2 generations.
But what's gonna happen to everybody else? We're gonna die out.
Yeah.
No, if there's only one man, you're saying like the one guy, he's just gonna go and impregnate.
What if you have a boy? What if that one woman has a boy? It's over.
It's over.
You do
go
know she
again.
can get pregnant again,
She
right?
go again.
What if she keeps having boys? It's over. It's over. But that's what makes y'all
what if
more.
she has 10
that's
girls
what makes
in a row?
women more
What
important.
if you keep giving boys? What if everyone?
Then we're
Then we're
it's
done.
a
We're
wrap.
died out.
Exactly. Stop
Yeah.
trying to make it seem like y'all is saving the earth.
Nah, but you get it. You get it
I
though.
don't get it.
You get it. I ain't gonna explain it to you. You get it. I can tell you that. You just won't fight against it. That's all.
Remy's a Jeopardy
face.
champion, so she know. I tried to challenge you on Jeopardy. She
I
like,
am. Don't
nigga.
fuck with me on Jeopardy.
Yo,
Jeopardy?
She ill with it.
Yeah.
We had did an interview years ago.
Well, you know women are smarter than men.
When?
This dude got the restraining order. Women are smarter than men.
Right.
He going all the way today.
You got a restraining
all the
order
way.
off intelligence
Bro,
chick, right?
I know to keep my
So,
hands to my.
what did we learn today?
I know to keep my hands to
That
myself.
there are no female pimps.
Yes, there are.
There is one.
I was raised by
That's what I
female
wanted to
pimps.
say.
There
There's
are
a
men
girl in Atlanta.
pimping men?
Hold on. There's a girl
Is she
in
pimping
Atlanta.
men?
She has 4 husbands. And
Is
she's
she
in Atlanta
pimping
and
them?
they killing her online
Is she
for it.
pimping them?
No,
I think she's
ain't no
pimping.
bitch
She's paying for
stupid enough to
everything.
Is
buy
she
no
pimping
dick.
If she's paying for everything, she's a
No.
pimp.
Okay.
Say that again.
He said,
Who
is
buying
she
dick?
pimping men? No, who's
Yeah.
buying
Jay, you ever bought dick?
Who?
No.
Who's
Would you buy
buying
dick?
Why would I buy dick? It's about dicks in the
Bitches
world.
pull up in the
Why
car
not?
and be like, oh, God, I have a $10. Come on, hop in. Fuck out of here. No one's price. That's a bad purchase.
Yo,
That's
yo,
a
leave
bad
it in the
sale.
comments if that ever happens.
Come here.
You ever seen that? Leave it in the comments.
If you know a nigga
That's a
you
bad
wouldn't be like, yo,
purchase.
shorty.
Bad
If I told
purchase.
you,
Why not?
Why not?
I'm not buying. I got enough toys. I'm not buying no dick. I don't need to buy dick.
You took care of a nigga
What?
for 4
Toys?
years.
That wasn't
Buying
buying dick.
That was
That was
She didn't just say that.
Buying
No, that was not buying dick.
Yes,
That's
it
not
was.
buying.
What you buying dick?
That was buying dick.
You was buying dick.
Yes.
You was leasing.
She ain't really buying.
Don't move
Remy,
She was just taking care of it.
Right.
Oh, she was leasing the dick.
Like she
Leasing
financed.
to the
You
buyer.
returned the dick back.
She financed.
She financed
Financed
it.
the dick.
That,
And then the
yeah.
mileage ran out.
I let it go.
Yeah, okay.
Finance or lease the
Yeah,
dick.
okay.
Buy it.
Y'all know what it is.
You got buyer's remorse. That's the problem. You was buying dick. You just mad.
It's alright, I don't do it.
That's another difference
So that's why there's no
between
women
us.
pimps. What was the other
No,
thing
I'm
we
just saying
learned?
that's why there's a
What
difference
else you
between
learned?
us.
No one's
Because
buying it.
you're not gonna find good dick everywhere, but
True.
if a man knows what he's doing, then he could work with pretty much anything.
True. Very true.
Y'all agree with that?
Yep.
What do you mean? You saying every girl got good pussy?
That sounds like I don't want.
Is that what
If you know how to work it, yes.
I've been around some whack pussy.
I've been
before.
around some whack
facts.
pussy.
Hold on. What,
It's rare.
Wait,
Bitch
what
can't
makes
take
it whack?
She
What
can't
makes it
take-
whack?
She can't take no dick. It be it be shit that
It be
makes
a
she
lot
can't
of-
ride
But
no
that's
dick
not against.
good.
That's not against the pussy. It's against her.
Well, she owns
If she
the
can't
pussy.
take.
She owned the pussy.
She has the pussy.
All right, but
It's her
it's not.
pussy.
Dude got whack.
But that don't
It's on
make
him.
it whack.
It was whack.
That means you got to get her into bondage so she can't run. That's what that means. Tie her up. She can't run.
I keep
Oh,
trying
it's
to give y'all
good.
cool points. Y'all
Nigga
just
said it's
keep
not
on
the pussy,
y'all
it's her.
dumb. Like,
What are you just saying?
I'm just saying. That's crazy.
stupid.
I'm just saying.
you know what?
I learned a lot today.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Because Remy came in here way different than I thought she was. Because usually when you say men versus women, people usually try to challenge each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're doing the relationship shows, we can learn a lot from women because
That's a fact.
if they're willing to tell us how they really think, that's dope. But
That's
I realized
golden.
doing relationship shows that men don't like hearing the truth and knowing what they really think. And then when you're trying to tell women what we really think, they'll turn around and be like, no, that's not it. How
Right.
you gonna tell me that? I'm a man. So these type of forums when we can
Well, it's
share
already been,
knowledge.
established that I think like a man, so I'm not a good.
Just teach
not a
the other
good-
women.
I'm not a good source.
No.
That girl, yeah, man, I actually think
Yo,
that you're
we
a
We don't
great
need a
source.
lot of this.
You don't need no
We don't need a lot of this
I
going
want more
around,
of
bro.
it. Fuck that. That shit would be.
Listen to me.
I grew.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something real quick, and I swear I'm not even trying to be funny. I've been married for 14 years. I've been with my husband for 17 years. For 7 of the years that I was married, the pussy was locked away. Couldn't even get to it when you want to.
Talk about it.
All right? I love boxing. I love basketball. I love football. I can fight. I don't fight for no reason. I can fight. Know my way around. A few weapons here and there. I know how to get money. I can hold an intelligent conversation. I could be real ignorant. My husband, he's a real Brooklyn nigga. Like, he's not a lame. He's not a cornball. He's a real through and through to the heart Brooklyn nigga. He fuck with me because I'm the realest ever. Like, I'm fire. Like, if chicks was more like me, the world would be a better place. You're not gonna have the insecurities. You're not gonna have the, like, do you know what the average chick would do knowing that she's in jail for 7 years and her husband is out here? They're gonna drive themselves crazy. I'm not doing that. If he gonna do whatever he gonna do that. And that's just nothing on the planet. All the pussy in the world is not gonna stop a nigga from getting other pussy. It's just not gonna happen. And I know that and I understand that. All the money in the world is not gonna stop it. You could be the baddest, cutest, flyest bitch with the best. None of that shit matters. You have to know what your nigga like, who he is, and what he's on. The same way Matt just said. There's certain boxes that's just gonna be in my box. If you're not okay with that box, that probably shouldn't be your nigga.
Right. Period.
And I think the problem with a lot of women in a lot of relationships is that women, we have these, like she said, we think about our weddings. Since we make these stupid games, my dress is gonna be pink and I'm gonna have 8 bridesmaids. By the time you get of age, you got 2 friends. Yeah. You don't even like the color pink. You know what I'm saying? He has to be tall. He has to be this, like, we have all of these things that we want, and we literally live like that. And when I say we, I'm talking about women, and it's not everybody. Everybody's not the same. Like you said, there are different people, but unfortunately, we do these things called statistics. And statistically, I feel that that's the issue. And it's not that women think with their heart and they're emotional. It has nothing to do with any of that. It goes to be with, we're nurtured. We're naturally bred to be caring.
Right.
Like, that is our role. If women were on some, I don't give a fuck that. This is like he talks all day. How would we raise these children that is about to be extinct?
They'll all be murderers.
Depending on one guy to populate the whole world. We have to be like that. It's installed in our DNA to be nurturers. So it's not because we're just emotional. That's just what it is.
I just want to clap. You waited till the end of the show to agree with everything that I said.
I really enjoyed the show, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good look. I
loved
enjoyed
it.
this.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do more of these.
Yeah.
Now, who is actually on the card?
It is
My bitch Hustle.
It's Hustle and Miss Dixon is the headline of the card.
Hustle and Vixen
Yes.
Hustle taking that.
Against each other.
against each other.
Against each other.
Taking that.
Ebony versus
Hustle?
Ivory.
Hustle.
First Vixen. That's
Vixen.
gonna be a good.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
good
that'll
one.
be amazing.
That's gonna be a good. Why nobody put that?
Why you ain't tell me it was seafood there last time?
I didn't know everything that was there
Seafood
last time.
trucks.
I made a list of things that I wanted, and you know,
I was so pissed.
my team they do the best that they can. Some people like it, some people don't.
They did amazing.
This woman is one of a kind.
All right, Hustle and Vixen. I'm not
Still
calling
have-
that.
And everything else
That's
is
a
the
dope
same.
matchup.
Rum is still battling Gaddis.
Rum
Rum
Gaddis.
Gaddis, Prestavia and J2, and Official and Av, who was, by the way, has never battled a girl ever in his whole life.
Av, yeah.
And I know we over, but what's the pre-card?
The pre-card has so many names. I don't.
Oh,
I
it's a
do
lot
want
of
to say it
names,
though. Could
okay.
you just
Give
give
him,
me
give him a
one?
shot.
What's
Give
the
him a
pre-card?
shot.
It's
She
the,
has something on the
on
10th that's
on
all
the 10th.
one
Oh,
round.
okay, the 10th. That's what we talking about.
Yes.
Oh, so that's
on
called the
10th,
pre-card. Okay.
I want to.
Chrome 23.
It's a couple of names, and I do want to say them because I appreciate them, and I'm like one of those people. Like I respect people who want to invest in themselves. Like I'm like, listen, it's not the main card, but this is what I can do, and this is your chance to
make it to the main card.
whatever you say people stopping you from doing, and you want to show them. Here, I'm gonna give it to you, and everybody who's on this card was like, yeah, this is what we're doing. So we have Hold on.
Is it at the same
It's
spot?
like a Summer
No.
Jam pre-show.
It's on.
That's
it's
what I-
on
that's
a-
what I'm-
It's like it's like the summer stage.
Yeah,
exactly
exactly.
what it
Which
is.
I'm performing on this year.
So really,
Congratulations.
Yes,
Oh.
the festival stage. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So I did
got you.
the year that I did the pre-stage. I ended up doing the main stage the next year.
You did the pre-stage before?
I did the pre-stage.
How was
before.
it? Like,
It was dope. It was like probably one of the biggest crowds that
Yeah,
I've
be
ever
people-
done.
because that's what my team keeps telling me. They like
That's not
everybody
me.
you look up to did that pre-stage before.
You
It's
felt
gonna
slighted?
be, it's gonna be mad people out
So
there.
I main
That's what's
stage
up.
next year, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Go for it,
That's
kid.
what's
We
up.
have Coco Cakes versus
Oh.
Ellis Fitzgerald.
DMV.
Coco Cakes is battling now?
Yeah, Miss Pack versus Queen P.
Okay, I'm familiar.
Hazzy versus Ash Cash.
Ash
Cash is back?
You got her out of retirement?
Cash is back. That's crazy.
You know her pops, huh?
versus OG Prana.
Pops is wolf.
Nah.
Lex Benko versus Hope Trilly.
Lex Banco's back too?
Banco? Oh, you brought all of them back.
K Profit versus Cashflow
K
Rizzy.
Profit.
Cheddar versus Charisma.
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
And Jada Ray versus Fendi.
Yo. You brought
And
all
Jada
of them
Ray,
back.
wow.
Jada Ray.
So everybody, that's the one shot card. I think I think both nights is gonna be amazing
Yeah.
in their own rights. I hope everybody, if you don't have your tickets, get your tickets now.
Get your
Go
tickets now.
Ticketmaster.com. They won't rob you. I went through a lot to make sure that I can get my tickets on Ticketmaster. So please utilize the platform. If you can't find it, just type in REMY and it'll pop up. You can go to the link in my bio. I also have a pay-per-view that I'm doing. You could pre-order the pay-per-view. And yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Remy, for real.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
My birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh, happy
2 days
birthday.
ago?
Oh, happy belated.
Jemmy.
Oh yeah, Gemini, that's right.
Oh, Gemini's
Mine was
just-
the 16th, that's right. Just
Yeah, you
passed.
almost made it. You're a Taurus. I know.
Word.
I saw it.
Thank
You a
God.
Taurus? I can't stand Tauruses.
They
What's your
tough.
sign?
A
Sit
Scorpio.
down. You
Can't
sitting
got
though.
them
You
Tauruses
sitting
is
though.
tough.
You good.
Them
good.
Tauruses
You a
is tough,
Taurus?
okay? No.
Yeah, I can't stand that ex was a Taurus.
We are the most loyal people on the
My mother's
planet.
a Taurus. No, y'all
So you
not.
don't like your
Yes, she
mom's?
is.
Jesus
mom's
Christ.
Wow.
What's happening
Yeah.
here?
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, that's something
See, I
else.
got quiet.
I do
something-
believe
Hold on,
men
you
and
must be a
women's signs are
Scorpio.
different.
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I understand now.
Math versus Remy. MOE Chrome
Nah,
23
son.
collab.
No, son,
son.
it needs to be a
Trash.
song.
Yeah, you
Matt-
wildin'.
Let him go
Tell you
at
something,
home on
He's not
record.
gonna say here. Math loves. He likes to talk to me. He likes to fucking try to pick my brain. He wants to try to stuff me all day. Like this is his favorite thing to do. I don't even think I've seen
I got all the
anybody
answers.
this close in period of time on show twice. Like I haven't.
Nah, you are there. Yeah, I give that to you. But I'm also supporting what you're doing. I feel
Yeah.
like battle rap needs to return to New York, and what you're doing is cultivating it again. Like, and being somebody who was here from when it started,
Right.
I miss it. So being that you're bringing it back, I gotta support
And that's
that.
exactly why you didn't do my card. And now I'm leaving.
That's right. That's right.
Run. Your mic.
Fuck this mic.
I need 75,000. You
He
heard?
reminds me again
75,000.
of how he gave me a hard time, and now I'm leaving.